Brought to you by Make Fun Network.
Welcome to the Top 5 of Death, where listeners vote and everyone dies. Listen and die.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Top 5 of Death. I'm your host, Matt. Didn't make a list. Not even sure what the topic is this week. I'm barely here mentally. Sometimes I regret ever starting the show. No, that's not true. I did have a good time. But I've just had a real busy week. Bistany. There are things I agreed that I would do. I did not do them. And listen, let's just all be thankful I'm here at all. That's been my life. Charles, how are you?
I'm good.
That's
I'm fine.
nice.
Yeah.
How many times do you wake up every night?
This week? Like two or three times
general.
each night?
Let's say the last 5 years.
Once or twice?
That's good.
Yeah.
Will, how are you?
I'm doing quite well, although very stressed, very busy at work. But making the most of having some weekends once again.
When you have a stressful day at work, do you also cap the night off by putting your hand in another human being's poop?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
There you go.
Well,
All right.
You're doing it right.
There we
You're
go.
doing it right.
Sam, how are you?
I'm great. Great. How are you?
I'm good. How often do you have to stop someone from falling down the stairs? If it's less than a minimum 40 to 50 times a day, then say no.
that's just one cat.
Do the dogs count?
Sure, we'll throw the dogs in there.
Okay. Then about 16 times a day.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Neither of my dogs are capable of doing the stairs.
Jesus Christ. Then okay. You know what? Me and Sam are on the same wavelength. Yeah, no, that's cool. It's just been a week. It's been fine. You know what it is? It's school vacation week. That's the issue. Everything's a little worse because I have no reprieve.
The week after Easter?
I have no fucking clue. It seems like these kids have vacation all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
They have half days all the time. And then, you know what? My favorite thing is like there was a random half day. Do you know when I was notified by the school that there was a half day, like a reminder?
Once they're already home.
11 p.m. the following night, I got an email from the fucking school that was like, hey, just a quick reminder, tomorrow's a half day. And I was like, tomorrow? They had a half day yesterday. And then I looked at the date. I was like, what the fuck is this? Yay.
Are
Crazy.
you guys latchkey kids?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know what the fuck that is. What is the latchkey kid?
You were.
It's when you get out of school and basically you just go and let yourself back into an empty house and wait for your parents to come home.
Oh, no, I tried not to go home because I was like always looking to party. But my mom's home. She like barely ever
No,
worked her
but
whole
you
life.
basically, as a kid, you had a lot of autonomy.
Yo, yeah. That's what I said. I would leave school.
Yeah.
I would leave in the morning and I would just come home before it got dark. Whatever happened between then and when I left for school in the morning when I got home, completely on my shoulders, and it ruled.
It was just between you and the Lord.
That's right. Just
As
fucking,
long as your grades were good.
yeah, I'd eat at people's houses. No, for no reason. I could have went home and eaten, but I was too busy partying, dude. Trying to play that Mortal Kombat 1 and then 2.
Sick.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, how's everybody's week? Everyone have a good WrestleMania?
Great.
Yeah.
I had a pretty great one. Yeah.
It was
about
decent. We watched it outside. We set up the a projector on the outside of the RV and had a whole situation going on, and it was a fun way to watch the show.
Did you have any strangers come over and be like, hey, you guys watching the Mania?
only the guy that works at the campground, like the security guy, and he was like, "Oh, is he OTC in the main event?" I'm like, "Oh, this guy, at least this guy knows."
Somewhat knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that's awesome. I would love to put on like a wrestling event outside and just have people start funneling in to be like, "Oh, can I want?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, dude, pull up a chair." That'd be awesome.
I can tell you my experience was I wanted to funnel people the fuck out of my house that were over.
Why'd you invite a lot of people over? You better start listening,
Not a lot.
K-Funk.
Just enough, and he was one of them. So I invited over like 3 of my buddies. One that's, old married, Mazza, got 2 kids. He hung out for a little while.
Yeah.
Then it was K-Funk and my other buddy Murphy.
K-Funk, who also has
They were
kids.
both were fucking really wasted. And
Oh, yeah.
so loud, impossibly loud. Like even if it was, the Super Bowl of wrestling like it was, it's like, you're louder than the guys in the front row. And so I took them outside and they were loud for another couple hours.
Hours? You took him outside for what?
No,
Like to
no,
run
it
him?
was a great night. You just it's like, dogs. You got to let them breathe. You got to let them run.
Get their zoomies outside.
There you
They'll
go.
tire themselves out.
How's Murph? You got married, right?
Murph got married. Murph's doing good. He made a pizza today that looked really good.
Really? Making car sales? Seeing that's his job?
No, he's not doing that currently.
Oh. Did I touch a nerve?
Not for me.
No, he actually he's being indicted. Sorry, Murph.
He's the
Didn't
reason
know.
Teslas are blowing up.
They put the batteries in wrong. They're in backwards.
As far as I'm going, having a good week. Me and Rosa started playing It Takes Two together. I got her own controller, which she promptly ordered a skin for that's all pink and white.
That's sick.
What
We're
game is
having a
this?
blast playing that.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Hello?
It Takes
Sorry.
Two. It's a co-op game. It's wicked fun to play.
What does
You
it do?
can play as either Mary Kate or Ashley.
fuck.
What the fuck?
You fucker. I saw you coming. I was like, I gotta
good.
say it before Sam does.
No, but it's a cute little game, good little story, and for somebody who doesn't play a lot of games like Rosa, she's
For someone who
good
doesn't
at
know
it.
what this
It's-
game is, what the fuck
I'm
is
gonna.
it?
Nope. I'm gonna look it
It's
up right
just
now.
puzzles, platforming puzzles.
Okay.
It
But it's
takes-
co-op,
okay.
so it's like you have one take where you have to lock something while the other person traverses over it. And
Oh, that's cool.
Looks like you
Ooh.
play as little people in a big world. Is that what's happening here?
Midgets?
yep, little yarn figures.
Yeah.
Little yarn midgets.
So
Oh,
it seems like there is a world and environment.
wait, is this a sequel to Unravel?
I
No,
don't.
but
know.
I don't think so.
They
don't
did
think
make
so.
one of those. It's just called Unraveled 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unravel was awesome. That game was beautiful.
Absolutely stunning. Yep.
Okay.
There is another game like Will, what you're describing. If you are looking for another game like that to play with Rosa, it's called Blanc, Blanc. And you play as either you're either like a little
Depressed
dog.
French clown.
Yeah. It is a French game as far as I know. He plays either a dog or a deer, and you just go cruising through this like black and white world and solving little puzzles together. But it's like you don't have to have any experience gaming to play it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great game. I highly recommend it. And maybe once I finish it, I'll play it with one of you.
Oh, okay. Can't wait.
Maybe you
And
can
the
play with my
last
mom.
bit is,
Yeah, play with Sam's
I,
mom. Start a podcast with Sam's mom.
oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be nice?
It's just Will and Fran. It's Fran and Will. What will they say? Probably some racist stuff.
Is your mom based? I'll do
Doily
it.
hour.
I'll do the show with your mom then. Like, you know what? You're
It
right.
has to have balance, Matt. You can't have two
No,
races.
it's for a different audience. It's for a different audience. They'd be like, you're right. It was better before they got here. They'd be like, who are we talking about? I don't know. It's for you to decide.
Could be anyone.
Could be anyone. All right. Sam.
but last note.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I smoked some ribs today. They were awesome.
Nice. You liking that smoker?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. They're the best.
I'm 3 for 3.
3 for 3 and what?
Did a spatchcock chicken,
Yep.
pork shoulder, and then ribs.
Yeah, I still haven't done the brisket. I'm too scared. I'm too scared to do the brisket.
Yeah.
It's a big commitment. Well, especially now because Brittany's like, oh, here's a $120 piece of meat. I'm
Yeah.
like, come on. Oh, you got to do it for 24 hours? Come on. Come on. I did a corned beef, which is basically a brisket cut, and it came out fucking terrible. I was like, I think it's because it was too pre-handled by me. I bought it was like a little like a corned beef piece of meat sitting in it's like juice or whatever. I gotta get it. I gotta get it from scratch. It might have been.
Corned it again.
Yeah, well, I do that with the ham. The ham I cooked the other day. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna send you guys a picture of my ham.
Corned beef.
So good.
You're gonna send us a picture of your ham?
Yeah, dude. You guys want to see my ham? While I'm looking for my picture of my ham, Charles, what's new with you? Hold on, Charles. Are you wearing a trash bag?
No, I'm wearing it's like a bleach dyed shirt.
Oh, okay. Whatever. Right in the right light, I thought you were trying to dress like Missy Elliott.
You know, I saw our Coachella performance, and I really just wanted to get back into it, man.
Okay. Anyway, I was like, looked
the
up.
loudest podcasting outfit.
We gotta do, because we can do Riverside on our phones. We gotta do the driving episode where we're all driving. That's so
I'm gonna be
funny.
so
corduroy
mad the whole time. What's new with me? Yeah, Mania happened. Good time. Bought my wedding suit this week.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, so I went and got that. I am off the rack, don't need tailoring person. So I've been
Nice.
I've been told I've been very rare. They're like, how does this fit right off the rack? I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just perfect. So,
Or generic.
generic. Yeah.
What color's the suit?
It is light blue, heathered blue. So
Wait,
Kinda
are
look-
you doing a Dumb and Dumber wedding?
the joke was if my best man would wear an orange suit, but no, he's wearing light gray. So
I'll wear an orange suit.
Yeah.
Don't even have to ask me. Consider it done. I'll see you there.
but yeah, got my suit. Other than that, not much going on this week. So just kind of hanging out. What's up?
For your bachelor party weekend,
Yes.
how much do I need to rein it in? Just tell me now so I can not offend your friends.
I think you're fine.
Okay, well, listen, I'm fine on the podcast. I'm not even like, I'll put it this way. I'm not on a fucking, like a dune buggy or whatever the hell we're doing. Once my blood starts going, I'm going to be going nuts.
You're fine.
Listen, I'm an old man who, I'm basically, I've been like condensed into like a container that rarely opens. But man, when it opens, whoo, hoo, hoo.
I'm gonna be
they're
feeding
he
him
doesn't
monster
drink, huh?
greens too.
Oh my God! Like he doesn't drink, but no, he doesn't. Why would he need to drink? He's already awful, is what you'll say.
I will
That-
love to see that, to be in between you and decent people. That's kind of my thing. Matt, if you know me, my thing is being in between the weird people and the normal people and just kind of
Will does exist
Managing it.
in between the lines pretty efficiently. I got to be honest.
That's
I'm
your
gonna
sweet
say-
spot.
I'm going to sit you next to my buddy
Hell yeah.
David, who
Okay.
David is fun, but he is also one of those people who will not outwardly like go nuts about things. So he's having a good time, but he's like, it's just not. Looks like he's trying to play a straight man the whole time.
Okay.
So-
you will when Matt
No.
sets him on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, you know what you need to do? Loosen up and fucking light a match under his little feet.
I honestly forget. Charles, do you know what you're doing that weekend? Okay.
Yes, I planned it myself.
Okay.
Well, planned it with my buddy Alan, my best
Do you
man.
think I just spoiled everything on accident like an idiot?
I wasn't sure.
I wrote that email?
I know. He
Okay.
sent it to me.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
yes.
the one who wrote the email, and Alan was tagged onto it. So
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not
Alan.
going dune bugging, but we are going ATVing or
ATVing.
UTVing,
Oh,
whichever
fuck
one.
You,
Yeah.
Seth. Don't start with me now. Don't start with me now.
I get to decide if we're gonna do a guided tour, or if we just send ourselves out there with no guide.
Oh, we
Oh.
just
No,
fucking
no,
go
no.
for
No
it.
guide, because I'm bringing fireworks.
No, do the guide because I want to keep bumping into his car. Be like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's the kind of fun I like to have. It's so borderline like innocent. Oh man.
Yeah. So I'll be booking the rest of that this week because I also have to book a house to make sure we're not out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my god. That's when we all
Yeah.
start kissing.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the
By
last
the way,
chance
we
I
got a
got,
carpool
guys.
up there.
That's true.
Mhm.
We don't want to. We don't want to send Charles into matrimony a virgin.
No. I want
Oh.
experience.
There you go.
I mean, would Jess be okay? Well, like with you, if you're just like, listen, this is something I can't get from you. The feeling of making out with 4 other dudes.
Yeah.
At once.
Listen, the truth is you have too much of an ass, and I need no ass, and I know just the man. And here he comes, old eggs in a hanky bistany.
So stay tuned for
Eggs in a
Charles'
hanky.
wedding.
Oh boy.
That reminds
oh,
me,
boy.
man. One time, there was this guy at work that always said, "Hey, kid, I'm all balls. I'm all balls." Like, it's like I got no dick. I'm all balls, just like that. It's like one day I just said, "Hey, get your fucking Wonder Bread brag with 2 marbles out of here."
Oh man, well you know what? There's got to be someone who's like the opposite, right? It's like the glass thing, right? Like it's the whole thing. I'm like, I have no balls and like all pee-pee, and not even a lot of pee-pee, just more pee-pee than balls. This is the Top
huge
5 of
dick
Death. You
and
can
one
join our
mono
Discord
ball.
at the top5ofdeath.com where you can participate in these conversations with us. Sam, did you give like a real update yet? Do you want to? You want to
Sure.
participate?
I mean,
All right,
whatever.
Let's go.
I'm still in Hilton Head, South Carolina, just outside Savannah, Georgia. We're just finishing up working with this dog named Jacob, who I think is actually already has like a line of people waiting to adopt him, which is cool, just based on a couple social media posts. But dog's wicked cool. He's got everything going against him, except for the fact that he's an awesome dog. Like on paper, he's a black pit bull shelter
Nope,
dog
stop right there.
from a dog fighting, like
Really? Wow.
federally seized dog fighting fucking crew.
Was this the last of the Michael Vick dogs?
No, but we have photographed 2 of the Michael Vick dogs in the past.
What celebrities?
Yeah.
During
But,
the fight. Sam used to
Jesus.
do dirty work.
God, the action sports photographer. No, but this dog had everything going against him on paper, and then you meet him and you're like, oh, this dog's fucking perfect. This dog's great with everything. It's wicked chill. It's just cool for whatever. It wasn't like a dog that was like fought. It was either being like bred or raised to like be like a
breeder.
bait dog or something. But the dog's wicked cool.
Dog.
Have you tried ringing a bell near it? Is it like Eugene?
Ding ding ding. Eugene puts its fists up.
Yeah. Oh, shit. The fuck's happening? Ring the bell again.
Oh, but we got some great photos of this dog and had a great time with it. And it's like, again, it's just another perfect dog with just a shitty backstory. So that's what we've been up to. And we head out here in a couple days. We go to Atlanta.
Oh, shit.
Atlanta.
Yeah. We're staying outside of Atlanta because I don't want to
of
go
course.
to Atlanta.
No.
Well, why? Why not?
What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong?
But we're not going to be too far from Stone Mountain, Georgia. And listen, if I can run into Jake the Snake Roberts, I'll take that one off the bucket list.
Nice.
I heard you got dogs. That's what I said.
I'm not gonna be surprised if you run into him because you have some weird track record of just running into wrestlers for some reason or seeing them pass by.
daughter, and she didn't show.
Not a bad Jake the Snake.
He does a good Macho Man. Listen to him on Rogan. Awesome interview on Rogan. But he tells a story about the snake bite. It's pretty good. You should go listen to it. It's good.
Yeah. Like me some Jake the Snake, so listen, maybe I'll
I saw the clip today of when he threw the snake in at the Royal Rumble and Andre the Giant just noped the fuck out of there.
No.
That's so me.
Get the snake
Not too snakes.
The fastest Andre's ever moved.
Yeah.
Man, when you're big and fat and you think you're moving fast, you yourself feel like you're moving fast, no matter how slow you're going. It's incredible.
Oh yeah, one other update for me. We went to this weird serial killer museum today in Savannah.
Wow, was it cool?
It was very interesting. They actually have one of the largest collection of John Wayne Gacy paintings.
Wow.
Just really something.
So you took the dog there, right? This was part of their adventure.
I'm pretty sure it's dog friendly.
Good for them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'd love to see one of those. I hear about those all the time.
Yeah. I'm assuming that it's real. It all seemed pretty legit, but apparently they also had a setting of Jeffrey Dahmer's cutlery.
Wow. I'll put on some tapes.
I'm not. I feel like that's like one of those things of like, oh, this could be alluring because he ate people, but it's like it's just some knives he had probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might have cut a human head.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam, did you notice when you were staring at the portraits that it was sometimes your own eyes looking back at you?
Yep. Or sometimes.
I gotta put that one on my soundboard.
Oh yes, the Chris Benoit theme song, mixed with pictures of me being mad. It's funny every time.
I'm trying to get Charles to produce the outtakes of The Greatest Adventure
Yep.
as a documentary of you becoming a serial killer.
I
And, around Massachusetts, there's been a lot of suspicious murders. We'll just pin it on you for ratings. But you're actually innocent, so it works for everyone.
It's good. There's no publicity, even bad publicity. That's we're looking for it. So.
Speaking of Chris Benoit, they let Grande Americano do the diving headbutt.
well, yeah, they don't care anymore.
They just gave up. They're just like, CGA, who cares? It's fine.
Oh, is that why they stopped it? Or was it just to disassociate Benoit?
That as well.
God, do I love that gimmick.
The minute I saw him do a diving headbutt, I'm like, this is still allowed? I thought this was one of those, like, it's there up there with the punt kick and the small package driver, but
Well, what can you say?
yeah.
I won, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Making sure.
Yeah, apparently you won. Yep.
So I won the WrestleMania Dream matches as I should have because I had the best ones. So this week's death, I want to do something a little different. Okay? We're going to play a little game. You three are playing a game.
Okay.
And I am the host. Okay? So welcome to Name That Theme. Charles.
Family Feud.
Okay, Charles gets it. I'm going to play for you each time a WWF or E theme song. It's your job to guess whose theme song it is. If you get it wrong, you will be killed by me in some homoerotic way, I'm sure, because that's how my mind works. Sam, looking at you.
Nice.
All right, let's meet our contestants all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's tall, he's thin, he runs, and he cosplays as a woman. It's Charles.
Hey, sorry.
Oh, there he is, Charles.
Hello, boys.
Charles, it says here on my card that you once kissed a toddler. Go on.
Elaborate further.
The people want to know what happened, and what's the story there?
I would just like to say there was consent.
Okay, there you go. See, everyone's good. Moving down the line here. He's witty, he's quippy, he's Homer Simpson in real life. It's Will.
Ahoy, hoy.
Will here. It says here that you are the current reigning champion in Parcheesi. What's that like?
Ooh. It's a lot like Sorry, but I think German more.
All
Great
right.
game. Very strict rules.
Basically, it's a race around the board. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes.
All right, and then
Quite boring. A lot of luck.
Okay, enough. And moving on. Coming down the road here, a man who everyone thinks will kill his love of his life, and everyone around him in a fit of rage because he is Ned Flanders incarnate who bottles everything up and has this very nice veneer, but you can see something behind his eyes. Also, I keep joking that I think he's gay because I think it's a funny bit. Is he? Probably not, but man, if it turned out he was, how funny that would be to me. So, Sam, are you gay?
Listen, it's more of a spectrum than a.
You know what? Everyone's a little gay, right? All right, so let's get right down to it. I'm going to play a theme song for you. I'm going to go one by one, okay? There's no need to buzz in. However, if you can't guess it by the time I turn it off, I will ask the other two. If they get it right, they can kill you. So here we go. Charles, let's start with you. Okay, we'll start off a little easy, and we'll move it along. We'll move it along. All right, Charles. First one is for you. The classic WWF wrestler. All right, Charles. Who is that theme song for? Don't you fucking dare get this wrong. Don't you
Charles.
fucking dare. I said I'm starting off easy. I spent time and made a fucking playlist before we started to make sure I had enough videos to get through at least a couple. Charles.
Well, you fucked up and picked a guy who I didn't start watching wrestling until like the end of the Attitude Era.
Who cares?
I'm going to guess. I'm just going to go off the fact that this guy wrestled several different generations. Is this Big Boss Man?
Yes, thank God.
Okay.
Did someone text him?
No.
Okay.
No.
Jesus. All right, well, now I know that everything's going to be hard for you unless it's fucking from right now. All right, good job. That's how the game is played. All right, moving on. Moving on. Let's go to Sam. Sam, you're next. All right, ready? Here we go.
Oh shit! Is gonna make sure it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's just Bret the Hitman Hart. It wasn't Natalia, who also has the squeal at the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's correct. Bret the Hitman Hart, all the way from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
All right, Will, you're up next. All right, here we go. Here's another easy one for you.
Super fly.
That it would be
Who is it, Will?
Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Superfly Jimmy Snuka once got hit in the head with a coconut. Also
Roddy
killed
Piper.
somebody.
Yep.
And killed somebody.
What a
And
theme.
killed somebody. All right, so pretty easy.
Statute of
Round one.
limitations is real.
Round one, pretty easy. No one is dead, but we're going to keep it going. Keep it going. All right, back to Charles. Charles,
Yeah.
this one is for you.
This is my brutality.
It's Rhea Ripley.
That's Rhea Ripley.
gonna
That's
say.
right. Good job.
Did anyone else just get a boner?
Nope, not me.
Does Chris Motionless do that to you, Sam?
Weird looking man. All right, Sam, coming up to you. Sam, here's your next theme song. Guess who it is?
Mm-hmm. He's the honky tonk man. He's the honky tonk man. That is Hack Sergeant. That would be the honky tonk man.
That's right. That is a honky tonky man. All right, and Will, here's another easy one for you.
Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, my man knows his stuff. All right, let's turn up the heat a little bit. All right, here we go. Here's a little more difficult one for you, Charles.
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper, that's right. Let's keep this game moving. Sam, coming to you. Sam, you're the one I'm a little nervous about getting to this whole game.
Uh-oh.
But here we go.
The World Wrestling Federation. For over 50
Don't worry, it's just a fucking advertisement.
I was gonna say,
This has nothing to do with it. All right, here we go.
Oh, the Bushwhackers.
Nice, Sam. Very
Damn.
impressed.
Very good.
Very impressed. All right, let's move it right along. Here's a tricky one for you, Will. Here's a tricky one for you.
Yeah. 3-6, my
Man. I might miss this. I'm going to say the Usos.
Oh, so close, but it is wrong. Does anybody else know it?
That
Take a guess. You guys got free guesses here.
is it D'Lo Brown?
It is not D'Lo Brown, but you are close.
Oh, he deserved it. He deserved that.
Yeah.
Booker T.
No, it is Mark Henry, ladies and gentlemen. That's Mark Henry.
No shit.
That's
I was
right.
like- I heard 3 6
Somebody's
Mafia.
gonna
I was
get
like,
it.
who showed up? Who had 3 6 Mafia as an entrance?
Unfortunately, Will, you did guess it wrong, which means you have to die. So please put your mouth on this as I pull out. What is it? That's right. A bologna log. It's a bologna log, and I'm putting it right in Will's mouth. He's dislocating his jaw. I'm getting that thing right up in there, and I am hammering that bologna log down his throat, cutting off the air supply to his body. He is choking on bologna, and he's dead. Okay, Will's gone. He choked on bologna. Okay, let's move on. Charles, here you go.
The longest build.
Oh, it's so good.
It-
Charles will give you a hint. We've already talked about him.
Is it D'Lo? But
Nope.
we've already talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
You've not paid attention. I actually have. I honestly have no
Take
idea.
a guess. Who? All the wrestlers we've mentioned so far. Take a guess.
This is a double. This is a repeat.
We've talked about him on the show already today. Today. It's not a
Is this-
repeat.
Is this Jake the Snake?
It's Jake the Snake.
Is
Charles.
it Jake the Snake entrance? What?
That's his. Yeah, that was his entrance.
I can't picture that. That's
It's very serpentine.
Very
Is it?
like snaky. All right. Okay. Are you ready,
Snake is snake.
Sam? Are you ready?
I'm born ready.
Okay. Here we go.
The world.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
this?
Coco Beware.
That's Coco Beware.
Yeah.
That's right. They don't make themes like that anymore.
No.
All right. Okay. Charles.
yes.
Next level. Here we go. Yeah, God. There's so many on here I could easily just be like, I want to give one that I think you might get, but I want to make it hard. All right, here's one. Ready? Here we go.
Come on.
Oh, Razor Ramon.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm surprised we fucking
Yeah.
couldn't get the other one, so let's not pretend like that was out of left field.
You know, that could conflate with Mick Foley's.
I know. I thought I was going to trip
That's
him
what
up.
I waited for a second. I was like,
I thought I was
the
going to trip him up. All right, here we go. And Sam.
All right.
gee.
I mean, it's in the fucking thing.
No one give him any hints, anybody. Don't let him struggle.
Is it the Mountie?
Oh,
Oh, where's Gatzer's man?
I forgot he had a theme in his own shit.
Which Mountie though?
Yeah, which one?
Ooh. Jacques.
Yeah, it's probably Jacques. All right, here we go.
Oh, I think I know it.
Charles, this is your guess.
Shooting. I've never heard this before.
Take
Is
a
it
guess.
Rick? Is it Rick Rude?
Oh my God, Charles, why do you guess them all right?
Wait, really?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
He might
can't.
beat Sam. All right, Sam. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna give you a tough one here.
Any women's theme from the last 5 years.
I won't make. I don't.
I got it.
All right, here we go. Sam, this is yours.
The World Wrestling Federation.
You're all from the same fucking channel, apparently.
What is Todd Pettingale's theme?
Who is it, Sam?
God damn it. Stop saying the name and the theme. This- it would be Axe and Smash, also known as Demolition.
This is the theme song of Demolition. If you're playing a game, this is the answer.
I thought for a quick second that I thought it said, "This is the ass," and I was like, "Did Billy Gunn have a different ass man entrance?"
Okay, here we go.
Bum, bum.
This one's for you.
I'm an ass man. Yeah.
This one's for you, Charles.
This
Shot
is the same guy from mine.
Who is
Shot in the dark. Repo Man.
Yep, that's right. It's Repo Man. I gotta be honest. I keep forgetting that every one of these ones that I picked, they're like, "This is my song. Here's my song, everyone." All right, Charles. Fucking okay. Here we go. Sam, this one's for you. I have no fucking clue if they do it again.
Fantastic.
I don't think they're doing this one, but here we go.
I know this one.
This is Rick Martel.
Yes, it is.
It's the other model one. Which one is the other?
God damn it. I wish I was still in this.
All right,
His theme was sexy.
here we go. Charles.
Hell yeah.
Oh no. I'm gonna be so mad because I feel like I'm gonna get it wrong because
Oh,
it sounds so familiar.
they all do. They all do. Who is it, Charles?
I don't want to say it's not Young. I don't.
Yunk?
He's just
Yokozuna.
making noises. Yokozuna.
Yeah. Yokozuna.
Fuck is Yunk?
Tupperware?
Is it Tajiri?
No, you are wrong.
Can I guess?
Ricky the Dragon's theme.
No.
No? Oh, fuck.
Is it Koshi?
No, it's Kai and Tai.
God damn it, Kai and Tai was my other guess. Damn.
Oh, so close, everyone. Charles, you did, but you know what? Here's the thing. It's down to you two. Sam, you have to win.
All right.
You have to win. So I'm going to give Sam one here.
Blow it at me.
Here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Ready? For the win, Sam. Who is this?
Let me get to the part where they say their names.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
All right, Sam. Who just came to the ring?
Creator wrestler number 2.
Nope.
The
Sam's trying
Hakeem,
real hard.
the African Dream.
Wrong. We were at a stalemate, ladies and gentlemen. We were at a stalemate.
I have no guess.
Can I guess?
have no idea.
Will, yes, you can guess.
Was it nails?
No, it was Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Oh my God.
Ow,
Everybody's favorite drunk mother.
mother.
Okay, listen. This can't go on forever.
Yep.
It's been going.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. I would do this all night.
Yeah.
But we have a whole rest of the show to get to, and of a list I didn't write. So,
Yep.
here's what's gonna happen. I will watch the screen. As soon as you know who it is, raise your hand, and then I will pick on whose hand I saw go up first. First person to raise their hand and guess this correctly will be declared the winner. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Practice.
Sam and Charles. Hands down. All right, ready? And 3, 2, 1. Oh, Sam. So fast. Sam, whose wrestling theme was that?
Oh, that would be Tatanka.
Come
That
on.
would be Tatanka. That's right. Charles was waiting. He was like, it's not going to be so upfront.
Yeah.
But it was. Sam is the winner. Charles, that means you have to die. So, take off your pants. He takes his pants off. He pulls his pants all the way down to his ankles, reveals that he has a one of those locking mechanisms on his pee-pee. And I go, whoa, what is this? And
It's a chastity belt.
it's a chastity belt. It's like a chastity chamber. It's got his whole thing wrapped up in there. And I've seen one of those in real life. Someone was wearing one at a party, and it was fucking weird. He was also wearing a kilt, so he kept showing everyone, and it looked awful. Really weird stuff. Anyway, Charles is wearing one, and I'm like, what is it? I asked him what it is. He goes, well, I'm saving myself for marriage. And I said, oh, that's really admirable, but why do you need this? And he said, because I'm a sex addict. And I'm like, what's weird? Because if you're saving yourself, how can you be a sex addict? He goes, I don't know. That's a part of the story that I didn't think about before I started talking. I said, okay. Anyway, so then I go, all right, well, put it away. He pulls his pants back up, and then I say, just walk over here. He walks, he trips, he falls. He bangs his nuts on the table. The chastity belt breaks off. His pee-pee gets instantly erect from being bound up for so long. Now he's got a skin-ripping boner, and it's flying forward. And where does it land? Right into the dog's ass. The dog's ass. He's having sex with the dog, and he's like, no, my virginity is gone, and my bestiality card has been punched. And now it's like, oh, man. He's like, what can I do? He tells his soon-to-be wife. His soon-to-be wife goes, how dare you, leaves him. He falls into a spout of depression. He stops running. He gains all that weight back that he claims that he used to have, but I've never seen a fat picture of him in my fucking life. So now he's fat. He gets diabetes, and he can't get Ozempic because everyone's taking it for weight loss. All those people who take it for weight loss eventually go blind. Now there's a class action lawsuit, and they win a ton of money, but they're blind. A lot of them kill themselves. It's whatever. Charles still has diabetes, loses a foot, can't run the race, even gets like a second win to get healthy again. He can't because he's missing a leg, and everything is not going his way. So what does he do? He goes over and he takes a bite out of the old log of bologna that killed Will earlier, and it's so rancid and gross that he gets poisoned and dies. So he dies. Sam lived forever, so long that he became the serial killer we all think he is anyway, because he went mad. Once you live that long, you see so many people around you die, you eventually just go mad, and he just becomes a lone person on the earth. So it's like an inverse death.
A living death.
The Living Death. Man, what a cool name for a fucking band. Is the Living Death a band?
How is it not? How can it not be?
Oh, God. Someone take that. Someone buy that domain for me, please. thelivingdeath.com, please. Thank you. Somebody who listens to the show keeps getting domains for us, and I appreciate it. And I'm not sure.
Living Death was a band. German speed metal / thrash metal band.
Sick, dude. Hold on. We got to find this. Before we move
Just
forward on
Living
the show.
Death, not the.
At least it wasn't K-pop.
Living Death.
81 to
my
92.
God. Band. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Living Death
German
band.
speed metal from the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
I bet it rips.
Let's see. No. Living Death. Intruder. Living Death. Here we go. Let's see what this is. Dude.
Turn it up.
I want this to kick in so hard. This is a wrestler's theme.
Hell yeah. This is better than anything that was on Charles's list for songs that rip.
Fuck you.
All right, I'll pick another song here. Dude, I love this.
This rocks.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm gonna start blaring the living. I'm gonna get a living death tattoo.
Sick. You're welcome.
What are we talking about today? Someone just moved the show right. It's 45 minutes into the show. God, I'm so sorry, everybody. God.
Oh, well,
You know what? Just take me out of the show. I don't have a list. I'll just sit here and comment on all your guys' list. I don't even know what to do.
we were originally talking about also doing a Turrets of the new Ghost album, but we might not have time.
No, Charles. Well, we could do a Turrets, or you can give me another week to try to listen to it, and I'll do a Turrets. Because I'll tell you what, I listened to the song they put out that we all liked, and I did listen to the other song, and I could base a judgment off of that, but it's up to you, Charles, because this was your idea.
I have no preference, honestly, either way. So
Wow, what an opinion you have.
One more week so we can give it a fair.
All right, give me a
Fair
week.
shot.
Give me another week. I'll listen to it.
All right.
You know what? It's not school vacation. I do have to commute to work. It'll be good.
Sick. All right. So you guys like crying?
Me? Yes.
all the time, every chance I can get.
You like movies?
Only in public.
All right. So we're gonna talk about top 5 scenes in movies that made us cry.
Oh,
No, you guys are going to talk about it.
I seem to cry at almost every movie. If I'm proud of the characters, I'll cry.
Oh, my God.
I honestly, I was thinking, I was like, is there a death in a movie that has made me cry? And I'm like, I don't think so. Every time an actor dies, all I can think of is like how they had to act like they were dead.
I'm there with you.
What a world. What a world. What a horrible world.
So, yeah, I don't have any deaths on my list for things that made me cry, but definitely have some things where, I don't know, just overwhelmed with emotion. Maybe I'm proud. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about coming up with your list? Everyone except for Matt.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, everybody.
I had a tough time with this because
You're a
I don't
sociopath.
typically cry at movies because I'm not a fucking pussy ass bitch. Like you guys.
Okay,
Hell yeah, Will.
this
No.
was not hard
But
to put together.
I was able to fill out a list here. I think that did well me up,
Pussy.
so to speak.
Pussy.
Yeah. I guess the whole idea of this, Charles trying to get us to sound gay.
Charles, is that
Yeah.
true?
Well, yeah,
Yeah. That's it.
obviously. I'm scoping y'all out for the bachelor party.
Don't touch me.
Yeah,
Happily
can we make
married.
that a rule? Don't touch me either. I'm one of those people.
No, really, don't touch Will, but you can touch me.
Oh, okay, good.
Will
Very
freak
handsy.
out.
I don't have a Lebanese person on my list, so man.
Oh,
I
there
already
you
have
go.
white. Everyone has
There you go.
white. Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
My, I don't know. Oh no, your buddy's what, Vietnamese?
Yeah,
Knew that by the last name. I had a friend whose same
Nguyen?
last name is Vietnamese.
yeah.
Yeah, I went. Oh,
Sounds
I
like a
have to-
real winner.
I have to block this person in my inbox.
Well, that was awful.
Does he cook at all?
She used
That's
to,
no.
but not as
You're
much
already
anymore,
angling for
yeah.
a nice meal.
Dude, yeah. If I could get like a Vietnamese, yeah, dude, I
will
love
say,
food. That'd be awesome.
I like him and his wife were like part of like
Oh, he's-
our COVID bubble. like where it was just a small group of people, so we hung out a lot. I will say during that time they cooked a lot, but now, I mean, Cynthia still cooks a good amount, so pretty good.
Cynthia? What is
That's
that,
his
my
wife.
mother-in-law?
That's his wife.
What?
Cynthia
That's
what?
who I was. Him and her, where I was not best man. I was not maid of honor. I was best man of honor at their wedding.
Wow, they have
So.
no friends, huh?
It's because he wanted his brother to be his best man.
Oh, I get
and
you,
then Cynthia's, I don't know what happened with her maid of honor. So
Did
he
she-
like
she got
shuttled
drunk?
me over.
She got drunk.
No, I wish.
Um,
I will say this: he got me a title belt for my that was my gift as the wedding party. I brought
was
it
cool.
out. I displayed it during my whole speech. Called myself the undisputed best man of honor, and then her
This-
childhood friend walked over and said, "Is that title on the line?" And I kind of went on, I just kind of joked around about it, but I did say I was like, I will put you through a table because I kind of tiptoed around it because she was visibly drunk.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
I'm not getting into this.
Oh, yeah.
But I will put you through a table if you want to challenge me for that.
Oh, you fucking right. Fucking
Yeah,
gay.
she's the right size. You could do one of those heavy extended rock bottoms too, where you just wing
What
that
si-
thing out and put her in.
What size is that? Small? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Small person, just manhandle him right into it. Yeah.
Will she be
Well-
at your wedding?
No. Who, Cynthia? Or the friend?
Someone we can put through a table.
Sadly, I didn't invite my cousins.
Okay.
So,
God, Charles hates his family.
yo, I don't know if my cousins listen.
Of course they
I have
don't.
cousins where it's I would invite one or two of them, but it's one of those things that you either have to invite all of them or none of them. So, none of them.
Just a bunch of hillbillies chewing on drywall.
Yeah.
I invited all of my cousins because they're all fantastic people.
It's good for them.
Matt, you know them.
Yeah, I know one. I know one of them more than the others, but
Intimately?
quite. Never mind. I was gonna make a little confession there, but what the hell? We're having fun. She was the first person I ever, for lack of a better term, cream pied.
Nice.
Will, what do you
Lack of
think?
a
Here.
better term.
She wouldn't let me go. She wrapped her legs around me, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that'll get you. I know.
Is that
she's
why
crazy
she was
for
mad at
doing
the
that.
next festival? She was like, what was the timeline there,
No,
Matt?
no. She had.
Okay.
This is like
Nope.
this is like my young ignorance too. Is like she was like explaining to me that she had like an IUD or whatever. And I was like,
okay.
I don't. Okay, what does that mean? Like, am I a dad? I thought I was a dad. I think I texted Ken. I think I was like, hey, I think I just impregnated this girl. And he was like, oh man, that's crazy.
You
And I was
fucking
like, yeah.
wuss.
Listen, I never said I had this like long list of like women I had slept with prior. It was like a handful. I was like, oh, I don't know. But
I'm not gonna lie. Any girl who's ever said yeah, you can do it to me, I'm like, I immediately don't trust you now.
no one,
you're too
said,
open and available to it. So
no one said anything. I gave the signal that it was about time to end,
Mhm.
and then I got constricted into not leaving.
you,
And I was
you
like,
took, you were in half guard at that point. And she
yeah,
really-
basically, but it was good. Also, Will, did she ever tell you about when I overflowed her dishwasher? That's not a euphemism. Euphemism.
Oh, wait, did you put Dawn in the
Yes.
dishwasher?
Oh my
my
god, I
God.
fucking did. It was a fucking scene from Full House, and she came home. I was like, no fucking way. I'm in Dallas, Texas, basically with people I barely know, and I'm in her apartment alone, trying to be nice. I was like, I'll clean her apartment for her. Don't know how to use a dishwasher. I put Dawn in the fucking thing, and I was like, it went fucking cuckoo bananas. There was so much suds. So you want to go fucking suds crazy? If you're like, hey, those foam parties on like the E channel or like whatever, like the travel channels, those people have those foam parties. You want to simulate that in your house? Put Dawn dish soap in your fucking dishwasher. It will go crazy. The amount of foam that came out of that thing. Imagine It was a whole floor, at least probably 4 to 5 inches high of our whole apartment, just suds. And then, like, I opened up the thing. It was a block of suds. There was just a fucking, like, a dense block of suds. The suds had been getting so... Imagine suds. You take suds, you crush them, and they go to nothing. These suds had become so dense that they escaped out of a fucking watertight dishwasher everywhere. Man, that was that was so funny and terrifying.
Charles and Sam, have either of you guys experienced this in real life?
Which
Yes.
one? What cream pie?
Really?
When we moved into our apartment in Rhode Island, it was Doug's ex-girlfriend that was there helping us, and she did that to our dishwasher. The day we were moving in, she's like, "I'll do the dishes."
It's wild.
Yeah.
It happened to me at the animal hospital when I was working there.
Oh,
no.
I
one
feel
of the
so
girls-
much better.
The fucking dogs and cats sliding around everywhere.
It was, and Matt is not using any hyperbole.
No.
It's amazing how many bubbles
It's
this will
incredible.
make.
I kind of want to do it right now.
Let's do it in the RV.
The next time
Let's do it in
here's
the
thing.
car episode.
The next time I see a dishwasher on the side of the road, if it still works, I will pick it up, and I will
Just
bring
to do
it.
it.
I will bring it with me to the bachelor party, and we can plug it in outside, and give it a little water hookup, and let's fill that fucker with Dawn.
You know,
I can't wait to explain that to the Airbnb. Did you bring and leave a dishwasher? You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's
does it
party
have a hot
piece.
tub?
I'm looking at a couple I have to find. So
If there's a hot
If
tub,
it has a hot tub, Matt, we don't have to bring the dishwasher.
okay, just while you put Dawn in there, goes crazy.
Yeah, just like
my-
people used to do it in public fountains.
yeah,
Really?
It's funny, but it really fucks them up.
it'll fuck up a hot tub.
That's okay. Well, I don't own a hot tub, so
Right. It's not going to be on our credit cards.
yeah, put on Charles's.
Be on Alan's.
Oh, great, even better. What's Alan do for work? Is he rich?
He does something in IT,
Oh,
coding, software
big boy.
development, something like
I'll
that.
have to talk to him.
Nerd job.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Yeah,
nerd him
does
up.
he-
He,
Does he sort of kind of host behind the scenes a Stargate podcast?
Come on, he's doing the Lord's work.
way to go, Kevin Weaver. I'm proud of you, buddy.
This show
Yeah,
will never
hell,
end.
hell of a job.
Will
This
it ever
episode
start?
will never end. It's never going to start. We should just skip it. We should just skip the topic till next week. We've done an hour show. There's no
Yeah.
reason
Tell
to
you
even
later.
do a fucking list. We should just pivot to the cheese draft and be done with it.
I would have liked
Hey.
that.
I could cheese draft this.
We can't. Listen, I didn't make a list. I kind of would like to be honest. I just didn't get a chance to. And
Do we
It's
want
an
to
hour.
get some wrestling themes?
what do we do? What? This is.
fuck.
What happened?
You can't just change the whole thing because I made a list. Just because I put in a little effort doesn't mean you just
All right,
throw
fine,
it
let's-
all out the window.
Listen, you
You're
guys
telling me you
start.
could.
I'm going to
You're
get
telling me
ready
you
for
couldn't
bed.
draft. You're telling me you couldn't draft cheeses.
You couldn't
right now.
draft a You
Yeah, you
couldn't
can't
drop
draft cheese.
everything and draft a goddamn cheese.
Will, you're 30%.
I did want to put effort into the cheese draft. I swear to God.
Oh,
This
I'll
is
go.
a.
I'll go right now.
If this is a draft, you have to do it. You got to think on your feet, man.
yeah. What if the cheese that you thought you were drafted isn't going to be available? Huh?
Oh.
What if I
Pick
take
another
it?
one. I'm going to pick the best list.
Listen, this is for a
Let's be
all right.
honest. Which of the four of us has consumed more cheese? If you had to
Today?
I think I'm out on that one. I like cheese, but I don't eat it that much.
My number 5 is when Macaulay Culkin dies of bees in My Girl.
Listen, fuck it. We're doing 2 episodes. Say the title and then
Fine.
draft the cheese.
I'm in.
Sam, you started. All right, so number 5. I don't care. I'll even give you first cheese pick. I'll give you first cheese pick.
All right, and I'm drafting.
I got to go get a Red Bull.
What's your number 1 cheese? What's your number 5 movie crying scene? And what's your number 1 cheese?
I'm drafting
Oh, it's in
Brie.
yours.
Oh, Brie, huh?
Which
Okay.
one?
Brie number
Bella?
one?
No,
Um, Brie, the only cheese that I hate when it's cold, but fucking absolutely will destroy a whole block of when it's cooked.
I don't think I've ever had warm Brie.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
I think I've only really had it at weddings with like the cracker spread. It's never warm.
Yeah, I think it's fucking gross when it's cold. But I think it's
okay.
incredible. It's incredible when it's melted. Also, Macaulay Culkin. This was the first movie. This is the first movie I ever cried at in the theater. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know I could do that.
I don't think I was old enough to understand the levity of that scene, and I don't think I've ever watched it again until I was like old enough to not care. But I can say that's a sad scene.
I think it's more of a Anna Schlumsky's reaction to it after the fact than his actual dying. Also, brie with some cranberries.
Yes, I do like the berries
this
on
made
the
your
brie.
list before.
Yeah,
It did. Exactly. It was one of my appetizers that I make. I'm crying.
is that why you like it?
Okay,
Oh, that's
and let's also include your top 5 songs from the new Ghost album.
And my number 5 ghost song is called Umbra.
oh God, I don't know those
That's a
songs.
good
I
pick.
can't even participate in that
All
one.
right, we're just the 2 lists. This is
Just the
crazy.
two. Listen.
Who's next?
For our 500th episode, we should do 5 lists all at the same
Simultaneously.
time. Yes, that should be the gimmick. Yep.
That's
all
very
right.
contrary to my idea I had with Sam earlier.
To do no list.
You remember my idea for the 500th?
Yes. Surprise.
It's the John Cena method.
No, we just don't put out a 2-hour episode of silence.
It would just be number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2. Oh, done. Smell you later.
Smell you later.
You get
Mic drop.
nothing.
All right. Okay. Who wants to go next? I know this is like.
So, I'll go next. What the fuck? Oh, we're doing cheese and whatever the
Yeah,
list
come
was.
on. You know what we're doing.
Yeah, I got
give
it.
your scene first, then your
Yeah.
cheese.
You know the rules.
So, my number 5 is home movies. They make me cry.
Like porn.
No,
like
home
the cartoon
movies.
show that was on Adult Swim, home movies.
I did also think you meant
Did you
the
ever?
cartoon.
Did you guys ever sit around, Sam? You probably did. You're normal, and watch your old VHS tapes from family gatherings of.
I don't
past
have a
and
VHS
reminisce
player. I
on
can't
it.
do that now. I have no idea.
Did you ever?
I know
No.
what you mean.
No.
My family was, I don't want to say poor. we
What a
didn't
fucking loser.
we didn't have a camcorder growing up. That's all.
Yep.
But
Me either. Me
so,
either.
So yeah, it's always like the aunt and uncles or whatever, and because of that, it would always be like footage I haven't seen in 25, 30 years or something like that. And yes, I will cry at that because you'd be like, this uncle isn't here anymore. Like, this is before Jody had the gimpy leg.
Yes. Yes, but Will, what cheese did you draft?
Yeah, and your cheese draft.
Well, hold on. I'm still on this topic.
No.
because
We need the cheese out. We'll get back to the home movies.
Yeah, we need them both at the
We're
same
gonna
time.
go back. The cheese is a draft, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Cheddar.
That's why it's called the cheese draft.
All right. Cheddar all day.
All
I
right,
gotta
cheddar.
take that.
Okay, cool.
all.
I just cut the
so
cheese.
what? So what home movie that off the top of your head makes you cry right now?
So it's not any home movie in particular. It was more like what Sam was saying. You look back and you think like, oh, this person who's no longer around, these cookouts, these things. And I just try to always remember like, those things, they're not around anymore. And don't be angry. You don't want to be mad. You just want to remember the times you had and how they, well,
Guess who this band is? Oh,
Is
hold
this
on.
your? This
so
episode's
yeah,
got
I mean, that just, I feel like that song, I forget, I got it on LimeWire a long time ago. really represents the feeling I get when I watch home movies.
Okay.
I don't even have a copy of that
Your
song.
youth is eternal, and as you grow and succeed in life, you make certain sacrifices, and that eternal youth, kind of gets kicked off to the side.
Great.
I'm good.
Episode fucking
But cheddar
off
cheese
the
is really like the
Yes.
cornerstone of
It is
most
the
good
cornerstone
dishes.
of cheese.
So
Yes.
any hamburger, whatever you're gonna, be going after there, you gotta have the cheddar.
All right, good cheese pick.
Incredible.
I don't even know the fucking home movies. All right, well listen. Also, I'm an excellent pop punk frontman, so I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I love it. If you didn't notice, I memorized all of those. You still owe me
Will-
the whole album. I only have the 3.
I'm so sorry. I will. They are somewhere. I do have them still. I will get them to you.
No.
Cool.
I'll go.
All right, go ahead. What's the scene that made you cry?
My number 5 is it's the grand finale to the movie The Martian. Where he's never seen it. I can't figure out why this does it for me, but it just does. He's finally like flying through space, and they're like trying to capture him. He's been on there for years and years, and they get him, and everyone like around the world is sitting around watching, and they just fucking go nuts. And my number 1 cheese is pepper jack.
Oh,
So
It's not a number 1.
fuck you, it's not.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about The Martian makes you cry? The fact that like the whole world rallied together?
I think it's and honestly, this keeps happening to me anytime
Pussy.
like things get launched into space. I get caught up in the motion of
When
everyone
Katy
just going.
Perry came back, did you cry?
No, fuck that. She went to like the stratosphere and went, "I'm in
Yeah.
space," and then apparently sang Gail Kim. She sang like, "What is it? What a wonderful world." That sounds like the most unbearable ride of your life.
What an absolute fucking cringe.
Yeah, but I think it's just the whole celebration thing. I haven't figured it out, but every fucking time I watch that movie, it happens to me. I can't. It's
Well,
just pure joy.
yeah.
And
Pepper Jack's pretty good.
Yeah, I love it on a burger. It's like a go-to burger.
Is
cheese. I also cracker cheese is perfect. Like if you put out like
it's
a
good
cheese,
cracker
like,
cheese.
if you put out the cheese spread where it's all the different crackers, I'm going for the pepper jack first.
That's a good one.
Pepper Jack's number 1. You're right there.
That's a good one. All right, let's see. A scene that did make me cry. Let me think. Now you guys are starting to like trigger some memories of mine, so I'll try to get some. I feel like I have to put this. I'm gonna put it as my number 5, only because it legit made me cry. But it's not a sad moment. And I've talked about it on the show, but I just want to get this one out of the way. Scene that made me cry is in the first Avengers movie when Captain America told Hulk to go smash. Again, for those if you're new to the show and you haven't heard it or my story, that was the first time I have ever felt so sincerely overcome with emotion that I fucking cried a lot. And it was so like uncontrollable. It was everything that they say, it like welled up inside me and just fucking, I felt it just flow through my body and then out of my like eyeballs. And my number 1 pick for cheese is Swiss cheese.
Good pick. Good Swiss.
Yeah, so man, Captain America says, Hulk, smash. He fucking grins and he fucking launches, dude. He fucking launches and starts fucking smashing shit like crazy. And fucking, dude, give me a Swiss melted on like a mushroom burger. Is so fucking good. The thing about Swiss, though, right? I do love it. It's like if something has Swiss on it, I am immediately interested in whatever that thing is. But, and this might go for like a lot of cheeses, if it's like too much, if it's like too thick, it's like too much. There's like a nuance to the Swiss cheese enjoyment. You can't just take like a block and be like take a fucking bite out of it. But
You know what my problem with Swiss cheese is?
What?
Because, I don't know, I'm not involved with Big Deli. Are they charging you for those holes?
Come on, Will. Who's this guy? You doing a local Type 5 as fucking Prince Pizza on Route 1, Saugus?
It is a hearty filling cheese. And also, when the Hulk does go smash, I think I think it's that time where you say like, they fucking did it. You know what I mean? They did the thing that I loved, that I've loved since I was a child. They fucking did it, and they did it right, and it's very emotional.
And they didn't even tease you to it like how Avengers Assemble. They teased you to that. They made you wait for that shit.
Yeah.
They just gave you Hulk smash out the gate. They're like, Hulk smash. And it's like, yeah.
Well,
And
he fucking
honestly, was that the last time we saw him
as like a
Smash.
real Hulk. I think
Yes.
so. Yeah, that was fucking like 20 years ago.
No.
He shows up on that fucking old beater bike, and man, do I fucking hate Mark Ruffalo. You want to talk about someone who's like completely diametrically opposed to everything I think about? Imagine that guy playing my fucking favorite fucking character ever. I'm like, this fucking sucks for me. This sucks so much for me. I do think he's a fine Hulk. I do think he's a fine... I'll put it this way. In the Avengers, when they were writing the Hulk to be the Hulk, I thought he was good. I thought he was fine. Now he's just fucking... Too much of real Mark Ruffalo is showing through into what they're doing with the Hulk, and that drives me crazy. But he fucking shows up on that old fucking beater bike, and he's like, hey, I'm here. They're like, oh, great. And like they have that little thing, and then that fucking thing comes swooping down. He's like, that's my secret. I'm always here. And he fucking hulks up and just smashes the thing in the face. I'm like, fuck yeah. That whole scene is incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
That's my favorite movie line to manipulate. That's my secret. I'm always blank, and then just
I'm always
insert.
jerking off. So.
I'm always hungry.
Right. Yeah. But man, and then like honey ham, Swiss cheese, say away from fucking butter, pickles, mayonnaise, toasted bread. Fucking get out of here. But yeah, that's
you get
it.
a piece of Swiss, you get it sweating real nice. It doesn't even have to melt. Just sweat it.
Good old. Hey, doesn't respect woman of color. You seen that guy's woke Ronnie Dangerfield?
No.
It's so funny. It's like, oh, doesn't get any respect woman of color. It's like, oh, they told me it said gender was fluid. I'm in love with a puddle. It's really good. You gotta look it up. The guy does a fucking incredible impression. I'm in love with the puddle. All right, snake draft. Now I get the pick.
Oh,
that's right. Okay, so my number 4 movie that made me cry, and this happened recently. But man, did it! It didn't make me cry when I first saw it. It didn't make me cry for fucking decades of watching it. However, I did watch a compilation of people crying reacting to the scene, and it fucking made me cry so much watching it over and over again. And it's from Forrest Gump, and it's the scene when he realizes he has a son, and he asks him if he's the same mental capacity as him.
This is on my list.
Is it?
Yes.
is he like?
Is
Well,
he
we're
like
not
me?
drafting movie scenes. Yeah. Is it like me?
Yeah.
But my God, when I watched that compilation, I think I might have told the story on the show. Megan came down and caught me crying in the middle of the night, and she goes, "What are you doing?" My eyes were fucking red like stoplights, okay, and my cheeks were puffy, and I had just been bawling my eyes out. And I started cracking up laughing. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, I told her, but I told her the whole story. It started off with me watching reaction videos to people listening to the Cranberries' Zombie first. And then it just fucking snowballed from there into watching reaction videos of people watching that scene. And I was just on a fucking roller coaster of emotion by myself in the middle of the night. And I was just crying my fucking ass off. That scene is so fucking sad. And I didn't realize it was sad until I like watched these other people watch it. I'm like, that is like a really, really, he's so, you watch this whole movie of everything that he has done and accomplished and these things, but to him, he doesn't know any better. He doesn't know that these things are even great because he is aware of how he is. And when he asked the Jenny if he's like him, that's like his big concern. It's like, oh, like it would be awful if he was like me. But in reality, he's done so many things. He's such like a triumphant character that would be incredible if his son was like him. My second cheese is provolone.
God damn it. Was my pick too.
Yeah, provolone, man, what a good tasting cheese. You fucking use, there's a pizza place over by us that Will might be aware of. It's called Tripoli's Pizza, and it's like beach pizza. It's fuck you, Will. Go stick that thumb shove it right up your fucking ass, you motherfucker. Anyway, it's if you get like a
Tripoli's
pizza extra
good
cheese on it.
bakery.
Yeah, it's a great bakery.
Yeah.
My uncle knows a guy that owns it. I just found that out the other day. My uncle, he knows a guy. He's Mr. Tripoli. but they take a slice of provolone, they slap it right on it and put it in the oven. It's just that's it. You get a piece of square sweet sauce cheese pizza with a melted piece of circular fucking provolone on it. It's incredible. Put that shit. That's the fucking cheese you want on your meatball parmesan.
Yeah.
That's the one you want. You don't want mozzarella. You want provolone. Okay. Provolone also goes good on buffalo chicken fingers subs. Buffalo chicken fingers, blue cheese, provolone cheese. Get out of here. The fuck out of here. Anyway, that's my picks. Any thoughts, anybody?
Nice. No.
It's a thick cheese. You got to treat it right. You got to really massage it into the sandwich if you want the best results. Because if you don't know what you're doing,
I think
it's
I got
like
the
a box
provolone
of
upstairs.
chocolates. You just don't know what you're gonna get. So you gotta get it. You gotta get it sweaty. You gotta get it melty. You gotta bring it
Well,
up to temp in a smooth
How many
manner.
times are you going to talk about sweating the cheeses? He loves a sweated cheese.
Hey, I don't sweat to the oldies. I just
All
sweat
right.
to cheese.
Yeah, so there we go. So I got those two movies and then Swiss and provolone. Man, my cheeses are fucking tight. All right,
Yeah.
let's go back up the
That's me.
things. Charles, it's up to you.
Yeah. My number 4 is a scene from the movie Brittany Runs a Marathon.
Oh,
Which-
that's like a newer one, right?
It's I want to say within like maybe the last like 5 years.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is this the movie that has the line of like she's like Brittany
Me and I
more
gotta
like
take a shitney.
shitney? Oh my god, that was
Brittany
so
and I
funny.
gotta
All
take
right.
a shitney. Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
I love this girl, Jillian Bell. She's great.
Yeah. This is a really good movie because it takes a lot of different twists and turns, but like the ending of this movie where she is like actually running the marathon, and as a runner, when people show up for you like that you aren't expecting and you're doing this hard thing, it hits in such a different way that like I get emotional thinking about it.
Oh my god, here he goes. He's gonna let it go. Here he goes.
It's just so nice.
Keep going, Charles. You little baby. He's crying right now. I don't think I can. Oh my god. Oh, it's like a little. It's just so nice.
so nice for like people to do that.
Hell yeah. Wow. Charles, you are SAWFT. So. Oh my god.
Just like my second pick, which is blue cheese. I love a blue cheese, nice crumbled blue cheese on a salad. Put it on a black and blue burger. Oh,
I can
my
only do the
goodness.
dressing.
Oh, I don't. I do the dressing, not on a salad. On a wing, yes. But on a salad, not a big fan.
How about on a steak?
Oh shit!
I
Yeah.
would try it on a steak.
It's fine.
Oh,
I'm not a
Jesus,
huge
here we
fan
go.
of blue cheese, but on a steak, it's fine.
There is a better cheese to put on steak, though, and I'm not going to mention it.
Charles, can you tell me a moment in time when you were running and someone was there that you did not expect?
No.
Come on, you're talking about. You said you could, like as a runner, like you can definitely.
This is why it hits so hard because I
Well,
do
tell me
invite
what
people
happens
to
in the
my-
friggin' movie.
All these people, like, she goes through this whole scenario where she is trying to better herself, but she's comparing herself to other people, and her life's kind of crumbling around her. So she ends up pushing a lot of people away, a lot of her friends and stuff. And then they all end up going and running this marathon because she was injured, like broke her foot, couldn't do it, and so she does it the next year. But she hasn't seen these people in a while. And then during the race, they're there to like cheer her on while she's having like a hard time. She's cramping and dealing with stuff, and then like her running group friends decide to show up, and that's very nice. So I haven't had people just show up at my race for fun that I can think of off the top of my head. I've invited people. So there's people who have come though. My best man Alan and his wife Cynthia, my two very good friends, we did a half Ironman 2 years ago, and they were like, "Oh, that's funny. We were gonna go have a weekend away in that same area. How interesting!" And we're just like, "Oh, okay." And obviously, they showed up for the race without us asking them. They just decided to come and spectate, and that was very nice of them. It was very nice because they were there at the finish line as well. Yep. Ooh, dark. Dark doink.
Oh. Oh,
Where do y'all stand on blue cheese? Good pick.
Yeah, it's
My
fine.
number 2.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick it so high, but it's fine.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
You
Yeah.
could have let that one lie. But it is the key component in my buffalo chicken dip.
Yes.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh goddamn.
Buffalo cheese, blue cheese dressing, and actual blue cheese crumbs.
No.
Put it over the
Very
top.
good. Very good chip dip.
Crumb bum.
My pick? Good. Really quick, Sam, could you tell me what your first cheese was?
My first cheese was brie.
Brie.
Brie, that's right. All right, I don't want to make sure I didn't step on your toes there. So my number 4 movie that I cried about. And this is a pretty deep cut. I had to look this up, and I almost gaslighted myself out of believing it ever existed. But my number 4 is the movie Dick Tracy, and the scene was when he was interrogating Mumbles. Yeah.
Would you felt bad
That's
for
a good
him?
impression. So I watched this when I was I'm 6 years old, maybe. Very deep memory, and I remember being like, "Man, they're giving this retarded guy a really hard time." And they had him under the hot light,
Yeah, the hot lamp.
and he was sweating profusely, and they're like, "Don't you want some water? If you want some water, tell us the truth." And I just that was the first time I was ever exposed as a young child to how brutal
torture.
police interrogations can be to people who are disadvantaged. And I very, very specifically remember going to bed after watching that scene. It made me kind of cry. But the fact that mozzarella is still on the table, I mean, you guys are fucking idiots. Come on. That's a number 1 draft pick all day. And I got
That's
it in the
the,
second round.
That's a
That's
banger.
the,
Really tumbled
That's,
down there.
that's Sanders' son version of the cheese right there.
Yeah.
Not going in the first round.
No, he went in the 5th, I
Fifth,
think.
right? Yeah.
To the
Not even the first
Browns?
couple of days.
Right?
Yeah, I went to the Browns.
Do we think Dick
Yeah, who
Tracy
have
holds up
4
today?
Yes. Oh my
I
God, yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't
Of
seen
course.
that. And since I was a kid, maybe. I have no idea. Where would you watch this movie?
It's I
on
think I found it on
VHS.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was full thing on YouTube today.
I also forgot Al Pacino's in this movie.
Wow. Movie's from 1990, right?
Dustin Hoffman played Mumbles. So did he just carry over his work from Rain Man?
But less harder to understand.
Sorry. Could hear the walking patterns of Wednesday, and I wasn't sure if she was awake or something.
No,
Dick
but like
Tracy
I was
rules.
saying, you go to Portillo's out in Peabody and you get a chicken parm sub with the fresh mozzarella on it. You're not going to want another sandwich ever in your life.
I do know. I mean, it's in my neck of the woods. I have gone there before. I haven't gotten a chicken parm though.
Do you ever do tomato basil mozzarella with prosciutto in a sandwich, like a sub,
Like caprese?
like a
Yeah, we
caprese,
put it
but
out for
with
appetizers.
the prosciutto?
Yeah, actually, I had one the other day. There was a place in that our work got lunch from, and it was called. I forgot the sandwich, but it was exactly that with chicken cutlets added.
No, goddamn pal.
It was good.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
No, it's a gentleman's sandwich.
Gentlemen.
It is a great sandwich.
That's gonna
And
be one of those offshoot comments that I'll never forget. I can already tell every time I get a sandwich, I'm gonna go, "It's a gentleman's sandwich right there."
Yep.
Fuck you, Sam. I guarantee
is.
I'll never
And
forget that.
Listen,
Damn it.
Dick Tracy could have been a little more of a gentleman and given that poor stuttering
Oh,
man a
fuck.
glass of water.
That man's a criminal. He's trying to get crime out
He
of there.
wasn't a
Dick Tracy
criminal. He
rules.
was a witness.
Yeah,
Was a
okay.
Dick.
Yeah, let's not pretend like he was some saint. He's rolling with the gang. The flat top.
Madonna's in that movie, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's no face.
Yeah.
No spoiler alert.
All right.
Go suck an egg.
Mumbles did nothing wrong. He just got caught up in the wrong crowd.
Yeah. Tell it to the judge.
Matt and I had the same number
Dick Tracy
4.
would say.
Okay.
The
Same scene.
Is he like yes, exactly the same
Oh,
scene.
hey,
Is he like me
boy.
by Forrest Gump?
Nice.
However, I'm picking what I might consider a more sophisticated cheese after Will's mozzarella, and that's burrata.
Ooh.
Okay.
Any of you gentlemen ever had burrata?
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming at one point I did.
It is a soft mozzarella for those unfamiliar.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's the same sort of taste, but it's SAWFT.
No, I've had it. I just didn't realize that the taste profile was the same.
So a fun way to have some burrata is if you get a ball of it and you crack it open and put it on the bottom of a dish of pasta. You can really
okay.
elevate that pasta dish with a fun little burrata surprise at the bottom.
Yeah, like, what's this white stuff at the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
That's cheese.
Why would you want to surprise your guests with what the food tastes like?
It's surprise
Just be like,
cheese.
here's what I'm serving you.
Listen, you don't
Sorry
see
about
it coming.
the case. Here's your pizza. We won. Oh, that's okay. The box is empty.
Here's some fried catfish, but it tastes just like bagel bites.
Oh. But since we're snaking it around,
That's right. You're up.
my number 3. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
My number-
ripping it.
All right, my number 3 is the scene from The Wrestler, where he completely fucks up the relationship with his daughter forever.
Man, Jake the Snake is coming up left and right on the show.
He sure is.
That's crazy.
He sure fucking is. So if in case you haven't seen The Wrestler, or maybe it's been 20 years since you've seen The Wrestler, Mickey Rourke plays a old kind of washed up wrestler, but he has a very strained relationship with his daughter, played by Jenna Malone. Yes.
Sure, I don't know. You could have said Sally Fields. I would have been like, yeah.
Played by Jenna Malone, and they finally have this incredible scene where they kind of finally make up, and she gives him like one more chance at being like a good dad, and they make a plan to have like dinner the next night. But instead he gets drunk and fucks some like trashy girl at a bar and wakes up the next night and completely misses it and fucking ruins his one chance to finally have a redeeming relationship with somebody. And then he goes off from there to have the match that he may or may not die in, depending on how you choose to interpret the movie. And also Havarti is it is an underrated cheese, but if you put Havarti into a grilled cheese, you're making a fucking quality ass grilled cheese.
I put Havarti into a grilled cheese to make fancy grilled cheeses and impress Megan while we were dating.
Mm-hmm.
She had an allergic reaction, and I had to go get her Benadryl that night because her lips were on fire and puffy.
Well, listen, it's aside from the personal vendetta against Megan,
Havarti!
it's a fucking quality ass cheese. Did your lips swell up? Did you enjoy your Havarti grilled cheese?
Yeah, mine was very good.
Did you get some tomatoes?
He
and
ate
dip
it
in
on the way to the hospital.
I was like, oh, no. Well, what'd she eat? I was like,
If you're
this.
not going to finish it.
Yeah. She was like, is it spicy? I was like, no, there's no spice in this at all. She's like, my lips are burning. I'm like, I don't know. Let's take another bite. She did.
Wow.
I was like, okay, stop taking a bite now.
So listen, I grabbed burrata and Havarti back to back.
Yeah,
Alright.
those burrata maybe. I would have not put Havarti on the list. We're gonna get to some deep cheese cuts. I feel like, no
Yeah.
pun intended.
You know,
Deep cheese slices?
Yeah.
I don't think I was going to win this episode until you threw the cheese thing in here. Now I think I got it. unlocked.
Maybe you're picking some very safe cheeses, but that's how you win all the time because our fan base is based.
It's what I like.
Her,
I know,
her
you're-
fan base is Will,
Yeah,
the
I
common
am
man.
Joe Everyman.
that's right.
Can't make fun of me for that.
Who's up now? Is it you, Will?
Will.
Yeah, it is me now.
All right, Will, let's
oh
go.
Shit, I have to go back to my list here. My number 3 is going to be the movie I Am Legend.
Oh my God,
And when Will Smith chokes his dog to death.
that
Yeah.
sucks.
That's the end of the movie, right? No one watched
Basically,
it after that, right?
It was, I don't even. This is the only thing I remember about the movie. It was a okay movie as far as I remember. I watched it when it came out. Of course, the dog thing gets me. Sam's probably same way. Well, no,
yeah.
you see a lot of dogs die, and you're probably cool with it.
Monster.
Well, I mean, your whole show is about going to a shelter and being like, no, 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 yes, no, no. Am I right?
This dog will never sell.
We're looking for ratings here. This motherfucker's got
boy.
a tumor. Anyway. So in I Am Legend, if you haven't seen it, it's no spoilers because it's an old-ass movie. It's basically like a zombie movie. Will Smith and his dog trying to survive, and at the end he sees that his dog finally has like the zombie virus, and it's going to be turning over any minute now, and he makes the decision to put his dog out with what he considers dignity, by choking it to death, which to me is like the ultimate betrayal you could give to a dog, but nevertheless very sad moment. I'm such an animal person that this really, put you in that spot, made you feel terrible, and brought a tear to my eye.
It sucked.
It really sucked. You guys have seen this, right? But
Yeah.
to be honest, Parmesan cheese is quintessential to most Italian cooking, and you can get a wheel of it that weighs 300 pounds for a few grand. It'll last you a generation.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
In that scene, isn't he singing like "Every Little Thing's Gonna Be All Right"? I'm pretty sure
I don't recall.
he's singing that
I
song.
didn't go back and watch, but
Also, one thing.
do you want to know? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, I was gonna say one thing that is top of a desk, specifically a certain host has fucked me up with the word Parmesan is DJ with Parmesan. Like how bizarre, how bizarre. Anytime I hear Parmesan, that's what pops in my head. Parmesan.
That's a deep
That's
cut.
for the oldest.
I like it.
Yeah.
listeners. Enjoy that for the rest of your life.
But this to me, like the whole thing about like choking your own dog to death was so crazy.
I mean, have y'all choked
And
a
it's
dog?
really not the
They
movie
just-
that makes me feel that way. It's because I know somebody who in real life did this to their dog, and they didn't need to.
Okay.
Was
Yeah.
Go
did
on.
their dog did their dog contract the one zombie virus and they had to make sure they killed the first one?
So I wasn't around, of course, but this person whose last name ended in Malin decided the dog was worth putting down, which, it comes to the point with every pet. You make the tough decision, is it worth continuing their life, letting them live in pain, or relieving them of that? This person in particular decided to strangle the dog to death, despite owning multiple guns, and could have done it in a much more humane way.
There was no.
So when I think of
Who the
the
fuck
I Am
is
Legend
this?
thing, I think of the actual person I know that did this for no reason.
Jesus.
And that, my friends, is tragic.
I
But I mean, grated Parmesan, shredded Parmesan. If you've ever been to, I think Davio's does it, Matt, but we didn't order it. They bring the whole wheel out and they make your pasta right in the wheel. You guys have seen this, right?
no, I didn't know they did that. Let's go back.
Yeah. I don't know if it's Davio's, but places do that. It's a hip thing.
That sounds
the
cool.
Tuscan Kitchen, maybe.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to move up there.
Mm-hmm.
Which Malin did that? Because when you said owns a lot of
Shane.
guns. Oh, older Shane, who also just
Yeah.
lost a leg,
A foot.
a foot.
Oh, how terrible!
Well, okay. Anyway,
Well, funny you say that. It was actually the dog he tried to kill, survived, and then bit his leg for so long that
I hope.
There's no way that's real.
everything up until the last 30 seconds is true.
is that true? Well, yeah, everything except the part about I can't read. That's wild. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, good picks.
My number 3 My number 3 should have wrecked any regular human. It is in Toy Story 3. It is the incinerator scene.
Oh no. No.
Oh, I
You know
thought
what?
we were
Keep
picking
going.
movies, not particular scenes, because there's 2 scenes in this movie that wrecked me.
Okay.
This scene and the ending, which was a perfect ending to a trilogy where we did not need a 4th nor a 5th upcoming. Go fuck yourself, Pixar and Disney. Those movies don't exist. But the incinerator scene, Woody's like there scrambling to try and save himself and his friends, and then he just looks back and they're all just fucking holding hands together, and Buzz just like reaches his hand out and it's like, this is the end. Like, this is the end of everything like you've loved about this whole trilogy going forward. And they just take hands and accept their impending death, and they don't die in that moment. They are saved by the aliens with the claw. The claw. And that whole scene of just accepting death and everything was it was a lot to deal with. And Sam, you're wrong about the fancy cheese that you put in a grilled cheese. You pick Gouda to put in your grilled cheeses.
Gouda. I think that's
That
even
is my
fucking
number
melt.
3. You put a nice slice of Gouda in there.
How the fuck are you melting that?
Perfect. What are you talking
He
about?
was
Gouda
so
is the
close.
essential mac and cheese and fondue cheese.
Yeah. Listen, that's a good cheese. Do we
That's
do
a
we
great cheese.
do we know
No,
what that?
okay. Here's
do we
the
know?
thing. We can melt it, yeah, in
Like
a
it's in an
fondue.
incinerator.
I know, but you're going to burn the bread before it melts to a cheesy consistency
I don't
in
know
a grilled
what you're
cheese.
doing. I don't know what you're doing with your grilled
I'm
cheeses, my
cooking the
man.
fucking sandwich, Charles.
I don't know. Maybe
Low
you
and
over-
slow.
Maybe she wasn't allergic to Havarti. Maybe you just overcooked the sandwich. It's
No.
too hot. Too hot. Burn her
Just so I'm
lips.
clear, this was Toy Story 3
Yes.
Yeah.
and Gouda.
Do
Yes.
you know what that type of ending is called?
A false ending.
The very specific sort of ending. Charles, you would know this. You went to film
No.
school, didn't you?
I actually don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is this is a
I
de-
probably.
This is a la pique chez de moi.
this is a Deus ex machina.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
the ghost in the machine, or the hand of God that comes in when there's it's the claw in this case. But when your hero, it comes
Claw.
from ancient Roman times or whatever. They'd have a play and they just put someone in a corner and be like, "Oh, how is he gonna get out?" And then God would come and be like, "Here you go."
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that what those movies are about? The Ex Machina
Ex
movies?
Machina. Yes. Is it about? It is about God intervening and then what's his name dancing?
Barney?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, Barney. Barney made sex robots.
Come on, Bon. Give me one of those robots. Bon?
Did y'all not cry in Toy Story 3?
Oh yeah, no, that
I never
got
watched
me.
it.
That's a good
Yeah.
pick.
It's great.
You know what? I'm changing mine because I don't have a list, so I'm just like piggybacking
Yeah.
off all of you. Is it my turn?
Go for it. Yeah.
All right, my number 3 was from Toy Story 2.
Oh, is this the?
Oh my god, yeah.
What's the song?
When she loved me,
When she, yeah.
when she used to love me. Man, that fucking Jesus Christ. Used to play with me, I was a happy toy. And then she didn't play with me no more, and I guess I was just a doll. Come on. Come on.
Why was there an ongoing bit about Bob Dylan getting a prostate exam?
And then he took my finger and I put it in my butt. And then it got away. Yeah. This Stinky Finger Man. Dr. Stinky Finger Man.
No, that's a good Randy
Nowadays,
Newman
you
song.
can just poop and send it away in the mail. Unless you see Dr. Stinky Finger Man. Finger Man. Dr. Stinky Finger Man.
Is Randy Newman still alive?
They're all the same person, Sam.
I don't think so.
I guess he is.
He's got to
just
do
got
close 35. What are
He
you
just got
talking
me
about?
too'd.
He's 81.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for him.
Oh, good.
He didn't get me too'd. I just want to.
And he's 6 feet tall.
Is he? Wow.
Yeah,
Lucky
why
him.
is that the next stat?
What a respectable height.
How many championships has he held?
Yeah. Anyway, that Sally song from not Sally song, but friggin' from Toy Story 2. That song's so sad. That whole scene is sad. If when like the kids are watching that and that scene comes up, I just leave the room. I'm like, no way, man. What a song! Like, the idea of loving someone so much only to be just like outright just rejected and put away.
And I mean,
Devastating.
they picked the perfect person for it. It's Sarah McLachlan, who also loves just getting rid of dogs.
Yeah.
Like making sure you feel bad about them. So
Yeah, it's brutal. That whole thing is absolutely brutal. And my number 3 cheese draft is gonna have to be, because you guys picked someone I might have suggested, but I got that. Here's a question.
yes.
If there's variations of cheeses, how are we handling that? Oh, wait, no. What am I, fucking moron? What am I, a fucking ass idiot fucking moron? What, you want to talk about a fucking who? I can't believe this is on the board still.
Yeah.
American cheese.
Oh.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Right up there.
Oh, my God. Yeah, American cheese. That's the cheese that goes in the steak and cheese, man. That's the
the
fucking best
go-to.
kind.
It's a respectable. That's a respectable cheese.
Oh, it's so good, and that song's so sad. Oh,
American
Man.
cheese.
Yeah.
You loved it.
get it? Like when I love that friggin', I'll take the right out of the cellophane.
See, I think it's gross when they're individually wrapped.
Yeah, it's disgusting. But you eat them.
Well, those
You
are-
eat the whole block.
Kraft singles.
Oh, Kraft singles.
Yeah, those are
Kraft-
Kraft
Oh,
singles.
is there-
Those are not actually cheese.
No,
Have I
but
ever
man,
seen a block of American cheese?
yeah, it's great.
Have I ever? I don't know if I've seen a
Matt,
block
do you
of it.
do you do Market Basket or
I do
House
Market
Brand,
Basket.
or do you do Land O'Lakes?
No, I do. So the thing is I was like, oh, I make money now. I'll get the Land O'Lakes. The Land O'Lakes does not peel apart. When they slice it, it just becomes a block again, and it's like a
You're right.
fucking nightmare trying to get it apart.
That's exactly
knows?
where I was going with that.
See, we've never talked about cheese before in our lives, and we both have the same conclusion about Land O'Lakes American cheese versus our local Market Basket American cheese. It's the same problem.
LOL
Sucks.
cheese, am I right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, snaking it.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna
Oh
go.
boy.
Honestly, because I didn't have a list. I'm just fucking shooting from the hip. Okay. I'm going another fucking Pixar movie because this one fucked me up, especially now. Opening scene of Up.
Yep, it's a quintessential one.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here. Who the
Yeah.
fuck do you think you are to make that movie with that scene in the beginning, knowing that someday I would have 3 kids of my own? And now when I even think about that idea, and I'm like, oh man, that's fucking rough. And then I have kids, I'm like,
Daddy, what happened to the woman? Well,
You
she...
weren't even born. You would have never been here if this was reality. You'd be lucky to have kids.
it's awful.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never seen that movie, and actually it's funny because Up came up today. But I was at Disney Hits on in the car, and I forgot I was listening to it, and then my kids were in the car. It kept playing because I was listening to it on my own. But the theme to Up was on, and like it came on, and my kids were like, "Oh, what is this from?" And I was like, "Up," and I was like, "Oh, I don't think they've ever seen it." And then I was like, "No, of course they haven't seen it. Why would I expose them to that and then have to have that conversation?"
Mhm.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Pub cheese. Pub cheese
Nice.
is my You know what? Like a nice
That's a good pick.
I go there. They have like pub cheese with some like pretzels or some crackers. Hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
Just going that all day.
A good
Every
hot
once in a
pretzel
while.
and some pub cheese. I'm all in.
Yeah, dude. It's good.
And
It's
you
good.
give me a goddamn burger with a pretzel bun and pub cheese.
Here's a ringing endorsement I'll give. If anyone lives near a Dunkin' Donuts that has the ham and Swiss pretzel Hawaiian sliders, get those fucking sandwiches. They're so good.
What?
No, I'm gonna disagree. Don't eat
You
food
just
from Dunkin'
threw
Donuts.
so many things
Don't ever-
together.
They're ham and Swiss on Hawaiian roll brand pretzel slider rolls. They're incredible. Dunkin' Donuts.
Sounds good in theory.
I know.
Just go to a Dunkin' Donuts nearby and see the quality of food that you
I
get.
can't wait to watch the most disgruntled person just throw that shit into their little microwave.
They're so good. That's part of the charm.
Here's
Man,
your milk coffee.
I was going there for a sweet black pepper bacon sandwich on a croissant. They were out of croissants. They're like, we have it on these things. I go, no, I don't want them on that. I want them on a croissant. I go, you know what? Just give me one of those things. Man, I was shocked how good it was because it looked. I was like, it comes in a little box, and I was like, just like 2 sliders. I was like, oh, whatever. They're hot. They were hot AF, and man, they were so good though. But yeah, pub cheese.
Pub
When
cheese
She
is a
Loved
good
Me,
pick.
or no, Up rather. That's it. There we go. All right, back up the fucking snake.
Yep. My number 2.
Yeah.
My number 2 is the scene from Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
God, don't be so fucking gay. What are you doing?
It's the ride of the Rohirrim.
The ride of the Roa?
The Rohirrim.
Oh,
The Rohirrim.
Oh, the
It's the ride of the Rohirrim. Fuck you. You guys have you guys ever watched Return of the King and not gotten swept up in this moment?
I have watched those movies once each. That's it.
I don't know, maybe get cultured.
Oh, excuse me. I am in a basement, my friend. So what do you think of that?
You should. If you're in a basement, you should have watched these movies so many times by now.
Also, remember earlier, I was like, as the show goes on, it gets brighter in here. Look at my screen.
Yes.
I think the light is like one of those old,
It
like
just
neon.
warms up.
It warms up. But anyway, people love those movies. I like the movies. I have no problem with the concept of them. I would watch them again. I just haven't, and I just don't think I can get into it as much as people are into it. And maybe that's what stops me from trying to get into it more. But I don't even know what scene this is. What scene is this?
The ride of the Rohirrim is when when towards the end of the battle, when they are clearly like the tide is turning, our heroes are being defeated.
Mm-hmm.
When Gondor is called for aid, the Rohirrim show up. They are the mounted cavalry.
Is that the dead?
No, that's not the dead. Which actually, that's my biggest problem with that battle is the dead show up and it's like, game's over.
Yeah.
No, this is the mounted cavalry, and it's the one where he has the big speech. This is a sword day, a red day, ere the sun rises, and then they all chant death at the top of their lungs, and they just go fucking careening into the orcs. And this shit brings a tear to my eye for some reason because again, everyone's fucking screaming. Everyone's just gonna go and do it, and then
if you look off to the distance, someone's dad showed up for their battle.
yeah. To be fair, there is a father in this battle, and it's because the king's daughter decides to ride out with the army when she's not supposed to.
I'd be so
I'm
mad at
wrong.
my daughter.
It's not his daughter; it's his niece.
Oh. My niece could go.
Yeah, she can go. And then the score has no fucking business going hard. All of a sudden, there's all charged, and then this violin just comes in, and you're just like, oh my god! Everyone's screaming, everyone's running in this battle. I can't figure out what happens. It just evokes an emotion out of me that I can't understand. Much like when I bite into a sandwich with a Munster cheese on it.
Oh, Eddie
my
Munster?
God. Oh. A nice turkey sandwich with those little fucking shorts on. You know what I'm talking about?
This fucking books with a belt.
Yeah. Munster cheese, though. I like waiting on this. This is actually one of my favorite cheeses. I figured this thing's going to tumble down a little bit. And I was just like, you know what? Number 4, going to
It's a good
slide it right
cheese.
in there. I
It's
like
a good cheese.
Yeah.
I definitely tried it because I was like, dude, I love Halloween, and like I was like, Monster, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. They do
Monster
it. They
cheese?
put it on. I feel like Panera uses it a lot.
Really? I
Yeah.
have not been to a Panera in like maybe 5 years. So
I don't go either because I'm not a yuppie. But
That being
the
said-
few times I have.
There was a commercial that came on the other day. And I was like, fuck, I could go for a Panera bread bowl right now. Just
Yeah,
hollowed out piece of
Panera
sourdough
is
and just
shit, but Panera soup in a bread bowl is dope.
Jesus Christ. What a good food.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese
Especially
and
throw,
rice.
throw broccoli cheddar soup in that thing, and you're just gonna
There you go.
I
Could
would
be
hear-
your number one.
arteries clog.
You want to
I
add
had a
2,000
whole-
calories of that soup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a whole like chunk of my life that was like, dude, broccoli and cheddar soup. That's all I ate.
it.
I
Love
fucking-
it.
Yeah, I would eat so much of it.
Oh, it's
God,
so
I haven't
good.
had it in a long time. I'm afraid it'd be like a relapse if I had some.
It's dangerous, man.
Yeah,
Dangerous soup.
and I'm like, no, it's broccoli. Broccoli's good for you. It's fucking
Yeah.
swimming in cheese.
Yep.
God, it's good though.
I made a broccoli and cheddar soup for a family party last Christmas, and there was a dangerous amount of cheese that went into that.
Oh my god, there's so much cheese and cream that goes into that. My god. So good.
Now, dip the broccoli in it, and you're done.
Yep. Just a little bit. Just a couple sprigs of broccoli.
You ever
It's
go to
fine.
a Wendy's, get a baked potato with cheese and broccoli on it?
Underrated fast food menu item is Wendy's baked potatoes.
baked potato? I've had this
Yeah.
conversation with my dad. Who at Wendy's is like baked potatoes? Throw it on the menu, keep it on the menu, but don't advertise it. Let people find
What the
it.
fuck? You're totally right. What a fucking... I'm going to tweet at Wendy's right now.
Yeah.
They
Have that
don't
with,
advertise.
have that with the
baked
chili.
potato. Yeah.
Because the chili is fine. They even gone so far as to offer the chili in stores now. You can
Yeah,
get
I
it
saw
at your
that.
local grocer. But the chili's fine. The baked potatoes are baked potatoes.
Yeah.
Hard to fuck up. And then they have sour cream and
Cheese.
cheese and whatever.
Perfect.
Support your local Wendy's,
Wendy's.
folks. This is what
Yeah.
we're trying to get out to. We need to make sure that Wendy's stays alive because, in all honesty, they are definitely the number 2 out of the big 3 fast foods.
My number one,
Wait.
baby.
Who's the
shit.
Number
third?
1 over McDonald's.
Yeah, I
Actually-
love Wendy's.
Yeah, I'm picking. I would pick that over McDonald's. Who's the third? Is
Burger King,
is
I
it?
guess, but they suck. They're trash.
Let's get
tweeting
Howard
that.
Shore. Howard Shore, who composed the score for Lord of the Rings.
goes hard as shit with that.
He was my commencement speaker.
What?
Wow.
Did he start playing the theme?
I guess that makes sense.
I was like, hey, you know
That's a
that
pretty good one.
you know that one violin note in in that ride of the row hand what? In that one scene that made Charles cry.
You're technically close, but yes, Rohan is the country, territory, kingdom.
Yep.
Yep. Great movie. Did he tell you to go forth and fear no darkness?
Yes.
I mean, if we were playing movie scenes, I'd make you guys watch this, and I'd mute all your fucking things, and I'd just watch it myself. I'm gonna do that right now. All right, Will, you're number 2.
Oh, jeez. There we are. All right. My number 2 is... I'm deciding between 2 real quick. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Shawshank Redemption and Brooks hanging himself at the end of the movie.
Brooks.
Coward's Way Out.
You guys, you're all familiar? Prison movie. It was an old man. He's spent most of his adult life in prison. He finally gets released, gets an apartment, gets his whole life together to be a free man, and then says, this ain't for me. And he hangs himself by the rafters after carving in the beam where he hung his noose, Brooks was here. Such a tragic moment in cinema. Beautiful portrayal of, how human emotion can work in mysterious ways. But if you need to make mac and cheese, you need Gruyere.
Oh, it's
really,
such a good
the
one.
secret ingredient.
that's
to
a- that's
all
a
good
fucking-
mac and
That's a good
cheese
pick.
is Gruyere.
Good
pick.
And I don't
Super
even know
pick.
if I'm saying it right, to be honest. But you guys know what I'm talking about.
I
right?
only have it in French onion soup.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
that's
French
God.
onion soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
But in
didn't know
that,
was
in
Gruyere.
that, isn't that amazing? And that,
Incredible.
Fuck. I fucked up.
Man.
Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck.
You
It's a good
put that-
cheese.
We all let Gruyere tumble too far.
You want multi melt. This is in your repertoire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
And the old man, just like they showed him hanging a little bit, which, I know for sure bothers Rosa. She doesn't like to see like hanging in movies, which I can appreciate. We did show it a little bit, made it kind of real.
Is there a
I hated
reason
that.
behind that?
I hated
She
that.
doesn't like
what a,
hangings and
what a
movies?
nice guy. He was the glue that held the prison together. And he's finally free to enjoy his life.
Well,
And he
don't
can't
let her
take
go
it.
on. Don't let her go on the Haunted Mansion pre-show.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
That's right.
graphic.
The first time I saw that, I was like, well, Jesus Christ!
Nope.
I can't believe they did that. I'm waiting for them to change that, but I don't know. I think that's too beloved. I think that would be like a step too far.
People are gonna riot.
I will.
Mm.
I'm like, hang them all. There should be more hangings.
Yep.
Who's up, Sam?
All right. My number two. My number two is the scene towards the end of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, where he's blasting through all of his memories, realizing that they're going away, and he's trying to keep the memories as they're being erased of the woman that he loves.
Well, shouldn't have done that.
Anybody remember this movie?
I remember watching this movie and I was still kind of confused as it kept going. I don't know why. That movie just did not land with me for some reason.
Oh,
Because in the end, don't they just meet up again? Because this is a thing that's happened before or something.
yeah, but they don't remember each other anymore. So
Yes.
it's kind of a, you can be
Like
optimistic about the ending potentially.
it's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Yeah. And you can also be optimistic about adding feta to basically any salad.
Feta.
That
That's a good one, actually. That's like a real good pick, man. These last picks have been good.
I just bought a whole fucking tub of feta from Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever
Costco,
do
what is it? 2 gallons of feta?
It's like this big. It's a big fucking container of feta. You
Was
gotta
it
use that.
$70?
I think it's like $10. You gotta use that shit though. Like if you just let feta sit around for probably more than like 3 weeks, you're done.
yeah.
You're
Ever
dead.
made
You'll die.
feta
Feta
sauce?
Yeah.
Feta sauce? Ever fucking whipped feta before?
I don't know.
Add a little bit of
Yeah, you
olive
don't-
oil and feta in a blender. Some spices.
Want to put my feta into a blender. Watch it spin around to a beautiful feta sauce.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn.
Rendezvous, then it's covered with goo.
I like it. And my number one is from What Dreams May Come. And it's the scene, it's not the scene where he meets his dog again, although that's brutal. It's the scene where he realizes that Cuba Gooding Jr. is his son.
I don't know this movie at all. And when you said Cuba Gooding Jr., I knew I didn't know it.
Oh, God. You've never seen this movie?
No.
Oh,
I've never seen this.
What? Will?
Yeah.
Will, come on.
Well, I've never seen
Save
any
it.
movies.
What's the title again?
This is What Dreams May Come.
Oh, Robin Williams.
Mm,
Cuba Gooding Jr. is
maybe,
his son.
but no, I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Is Cuba Gooding Jr. Robin Williams' son?
In real life, yes.
Wow.
Oh, I have a son.
what?
He looks like me. He's a little darker. Nanu.
So, all right. So I can't believe you guys haven't seen this. So this is a movie where basically Robin Williams needs to travel through heaven and hell in order to save his wife.
Okay.
There's a lot that happens that goes into it. Their kids die like right at the beginning of the movie.
I hate it. I'll cry right now.
Fucking brutal. It's absolutely brutal. And as you go, Robin Williams then dies and leaves his wife. So now his wife is alone, and her whole family's dead. And it's about her struggling with wanting to commit suicide, and then all the shit that happens with that.
Being a curse on everyone she knows.
It's fucking dark. But when Robin Williams gets to heaven, first of all, the first thing he sees is his dog, which is tough. But like everyone that he knows is in heaven, but they don't have to look like the person that until they're ready to tell him who they are. And so he meets this guy that's guiding him through heaven, played by Cuba Gooding Jr. And you realize at one point that this is actually his son that died at the beginning of the movie, and they're finally reunited in this moment, and it's beautiful, and it's fucking Robin Williams is. I mean, I could have made a top 5 list of Robin Williams moments that made me cry.
Jeez.
But, yeah. But yeah. I mean, I guess I gotta go with the goat cheese for to round out my list.
On.
Son of a bitch.
Goat cheese? It's so gross.
Goat cheese is good on a lot of stuff, especially now. They infuse that shit with everything at this point.
Right. Do you ever do goat cheese and blueberry grilled cheese?
No, I haven't gotten that far.
Yep. You can go down the goat cheese rabbit hole. Pairs good with a lot of fruits.
I've heard that.
You can do it warm. You can do it cold. Little crumbles. Yeah.
My wife likes goat cheese. I'm not sure if I've ever actually had goat cheese.
All right. Well, let's get you a goat. We'll start there.
There used to be a great pizza at what the hell was it called? The Brick Oven Pizza place in Haverhill.
Bertucci's?
No.
Anyway,
they had
it's Kruger's?
Kruger's.
Yeah.
And they had a fantastic goat cheese and barbecue chicken pizza.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
So
That
good.
sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
That made me fall in love with goat cheese.
Yep. All right. Well, since no one's seen my movie, my number 1 movie,
No.
let's just move right the fuck on. You only had the last 27 years to see it.
No. All right, yeah. All right, so write down the snake. Who's next?
Will.
Yeah, I guess that's me. My number 1 movie, excuse me, is once again involves animals, and it's Homeward Bound.
God damn it.
Sam, you're right there with me. I feel your energy.
Yep.
At the end of that goddamn movie, when Sassy ran over the hill, and when Chance ran over the hill, and the goddamn cameraman made us wait 30 seconds for Shadow
Yep.
to limp over the top of that hill.
Rough.
Brutal.
Wretched my heart. It was tragedy, and then it was just heroics after that, because Shadow he guided them home. Homeward bound, you might say.
Yep.
Will, are you holding it together right now? You good? I heard that. I heard that in your voice.
That's a quality scene. That's a quality. Yeah.
Some would say that has wrecked a generation.
Yep.
I've watched the movie a couple of times, and each time I'm not sure Shadow's coming over the hill.
It's happening right now, folks.
But he does. He always does.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking does, man. And I don't know, just like you're having a cookout or something, you want some queso dip, some good smoked queso.
Oh, wow.
And I just got a smoker.
Now, see, I wasn't sure about this bit because queso was made up of other cheeses.
Ooh.
White cheddar,
A
American
hybrid.
cheese,
Katina.
pepper cheese. That's why I was like, are you getting like
But isn't every cheese a blend of other cheeses?
Shut up.
I mean, what
I'll give it to you.
where are we
I'll
going
give
to
it
draw
to
the
you.
line?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I thought about it though. That was like I was like, could I get away with queso?
That's why I held it to the end,
Now I
so it
could've,
wasn't
yeah.
too controversial. But
okay.
you're right. You have a point.
I still have a.
But when I'm doing
still have a-
queso, I'm doing, smoked cheddar,
Mhm.
cream cheese.
Oh.
It's not a variety.
Yeah.
Not always.
Man, I could go for
That's
some
a
chips
good
and
pick.
queso right now.
But dude,
yeah.
as far
11
as like
p.m.
cats in a movie that you would fuck, Homeward Bound. What do you guys?
What are you
What
talking
are your
about?
thoughts on
There's always
Sassy?
once an episode where you have a small stroke and some bizarre words leave your mouth.
God, if I have to fuck a
So
cat,
Sassy,
I mean,
yay or nay?
Oh, I mean, yay, for sure. Scratching,
wrong with you?
Scratching everything.
What is wrong with you?
Crikey. Yeah, a fine pick. Queso.
great pick.
That's it.
Queso, Homeward Bound.
Yep.
My number one is from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. And
Wait, oh shit, Charles, I gotta
Yeah.
be perfectly honest with you.
yeah,
I've never seen. This is the last movie of the last ones, right?
this is the very last movie.
Okay, I've never seen it. We
Mm-hmm.
just started watching all the Harry Potter movies this
Oh,
past Saturday
shit.
because we're gonna go to Universal on our Disney trip, and I want the
Oh.
girls to be into it. Are you going to spoil this movie?
You might have to go off of headphones. There's no way I can't.
All right. Well, because this is the only one I've never seen. I've seen Deathly Hallows Part 1. I've never
I
seen the
will-
ending.
I will
have
give myself
avoided it this
1
long.
minute on time.
Just
So,
give me a hand. Just give me a hand wave
Yeah.
when it's time to come back.
Okay. Okay. So, it is the Snape scene. It is the backstory of all of Snape that he's been leading up to, and this scene hits so hard after Alan Rickman died. This scene hits so much harder because you see like this whole time like Snape's been this asshole, but then in the end it shows like everything he has built up to, everything he has sacrificed in his life. And then the final thing you get out of him, so this is when Harry's looking through his memories, and you see as like throughout these whole memories, he's going through the house that Voldemort just went through. You see James Potter. You kind of see all this whole destruction happening. And then at one point, he throws out his Patronus. It's a small doe, if you don't know at this point. That is Lily Potter's Patronus as well. And Dumbledore looks at him and he goes, Lily, after all this time. And Snape says, always. And it's like, it is just as, and then it cuts to the scene of him like holding her as she's dead. And then weirdly enough, the weirdest part about that scene is like Harry as a baby is crying in the background. And Snape's just like, oh my God, holding her. And yeah, it's devastating, and it hits even worse after Alan Rickman is gone. So like that scene wrecks me every time. For some reason, I'll pull up that scene to watch it, and I'll just do it. And you know, it's a nice, like, it's a really hard scene. It's really soft and melty, and that's why my number 5 is ricotta.
Oh.
My number 5 cheese is the ricotta because
Oh my God!
ricotta's fucking versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can put that thing in anything. You can use that. You can use that in stuffed shells.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
can take.
bad.
You can take dollops, throw it on a pizza. I don't know if your pizza places are doing that, where they just throw like they're just like, you know what, you want a
I
dollop
love it
of
when they do.
ricotta?
Yeah.
Boom.
I love it when they do.
Um,
You make
And
cannolis.
then, yep. And then I was gonna say that blew my mind when I found out that's a cheese that was in a cannoli this whole time. Oh my God. Ricotta.
You ever have ricotta pie?
I don't think I have actually.
It's good.
Oh my goodness.
It's
Or
good.
Yeah.
Good
ricotta
stuff.
pancakes. Pancakes.
Oh,
Sam, enough. Stop.
Sam, speaking of pancakes,
You always take
I
things
just
one
found-
step too far.
I just
Listen.
found out
I will spoil Harry Potter for you right now.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare.
Speaking of pancakes,
Yeah.
they're putting a First Watch up the street from me.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm fucked. Like I'm just gonna have to let it all go.
There's finally
place-
one in Massachusetts.
It's gonna be up the street where old Boston Market was, and fuck that place. I don't know how it's been open for 20 years, but it's gonna be a First Watch. But yeah,
Nice. So your
just
so
a
your
little,
number one scene is called The Snapist. Where he's snaping everyone.
yeah. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2: The Snapening.
The snaping.
And Mercado.
Yeah. God.
That.
Oh. Matt's number one is Fromunda cheese.
Oh my god. I'm crying.
Why are there balloons? Why?
Balloons. I love the balloons.
What happened?
Fuck are you doing, Sam?
Why were there balloons?
He's got us on like cam
Teams.
chat something or other.
Oh my god, yes. All right, my number one. Oh my god, I'm crying. Okay. Oh my god. My number one saddest movie moment for me is another Robin Williams vehicle. And it is the scene in Good Will Hunting when he finally kind of puts Will in his place. You guys see this movie?
Yeah, I love this movie.
I love this movie.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Oh yeah.
But it's basically the part where he's it's like the second visit with Robin Williams and Matt Damon's character. And he's going over like how he like was so enraged, and then he like kind of came to a realization and whatever. He talks about how his wife got cancer, and how he stopped teaching and this, that, and the other thing. And but particularly the line where he's spending months sleeping upright in a chair because the nursing staff knew that the words visiting hours did not apply. I was like, man, that's fucked up. But man, it's a great scene. Absolutely great scene. And this is an unpopular pick. But I'm going with, this is going to be an unpopular pick. I know, this might cost me the whole thing. It's my list. It's my draft. I want these people on my team. I want the powder from mac and cheese, from Kraft mac and cheese. I want the powdered cheese.
Okay.
I love it.
Thank you, Will.
Bright ass orange.
Yeah.
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Any of you, have you ever used that powder
on
to
popcorn.
cook anything but its intended purpose?
No, I don't think so.
No, sir.
I don't think I ever have.
I want to live.
What are you making, Will?
Yeah. Are you?
I don't know.
Are
What do you
looking-
do with that?
You're looking for suggestions?
It's got to be a fried snack, right?
Yeah.
No, I just coat like a piece of
Pork
fish,
rinds,
blacken it up, cheese fish.
cheese fish.
You guys ever have that cheese fish? But yeah,
Everybody-
man, Kraft macaroni and cheese, I love it. That is a food that has just been with me my whole life. I still eat it to this day, and like, I don't know. I think it's so good. I might make some after this before I go to bed. Actually, that's not true. I have to fucking get my kid.
I got a question. I got
What?
questions. Are you still with Kraft? Are you doing Annie's?
No,
Are you
no,
doing
Kraft.
some other
Oh.
No, it's Kraft.
Trader Joe's shit?
My wife.
Are you
I've
doing
never
Kraft?
I've never tried Trader Joe's. Annie's is fine. It's not Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Annie-
For me, it's just
That's
like
fair.
Annie's is fine.
We use Annie's here, and every time we get like the cheddar, not the white cheddar, like the standard like cheddar flavor, I'm always like, it's a little off. It's not there.
But man, the thing is, so here's the trick about making the Kraft macaroni and cheese. Make it the way the box tells you. Like, measure out your portions, because it fucking makes a difference. I used to just eyeball that shit for years, And I was like, oh, you know what? I like had like a measuring cup out the time. I was like, I'm gonna fucking straight up follow the recipe. What a fucking night! I was like, oh my god! It's like I'm tasting it for the first time.
Listen, the
So
real,
good.
the real trick is you buy the Kraft mac and cheese spirals.
I do love the spirals.
Each one holds more cheese. There's more surface area.
There, I think I might have even brought this up on the show. There's less pasta in those. I'm convinced. I can house those boxes of. I could eat. I could do 3 boxes of Kraft spirals, no problem. No problem. God, I might have 3 boxes tomorrow.
That'd be tough, but I could do that.
God, it's so good. I'm hungry all of a
I
sudden.
would like to.
I could eat 6,000 calories of mac and cheese right now.
That's the problem. They're so fucking calorie dense. It's unreal. But they're
Listen,
so
your,
good.
your body can only handle so many calories and bad stuff at once. And after a while, it's just going to shit the rest out. So you might as well have,
that-
if you're going to have one
Is
box.
that true? Sam,
Right.
Sam, is that true? Because I'm going to change my life.
Yes.
I
That's the whole point of a cheat day.
Yes, I honestly believe this to be true because I know in a good way, like if you're trying to get X amount of protein at a time, you can only eat so much at a time before your body just jettisons the rest of it out of your asshole.
Hold on. I'm going to ask ChatGPT.
Yep. Now listen, remember, I am a dog photographer.
He knows assholes.
Well, while this is happening, if you want to submit your list to the Top 5 of Deaths, go to top5ofdeath.com. You can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com/@top5ofdeath, where you can watch, comment, like, rate us, tell us how awful we are, and I don't know, what cheese would you draft first?
Yeah.
How do you ask ChatGPT that?
I don't know.
Can I?
It clarified my own question at the end. It said, are you asking this because you're wondering if you can eat a ton of something and not count the calories?
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. Ha ha ha, I get you.
Yo, ChatGPT's getting more and more personal.
It says, ha, I get you. Unfortunately, no. That's what it says. You can't really outsmart your body like that.
Bullshit. I call
The only
bullshit.
real exceptions where calories don't count much are insoluble fibers like wheat bran, psyllium husk, certain sugar alcohols, extreme digestive issues, like if you have Crohn's disease. Normal food, your body is very good at taking the calories it can. All right. I mean, I'm still going to try to eat 3 boxes of spiral mac and cheese. It's not going to deter me because that sounds excellent right now. But yeah, that's our show.
We do,
Fuck
have,
yeah.
we do have fun butts.
Oh my god!
Real quick.
Do they have
Wait.
cheeses?
No, we didn't
What?
add that by the time they
No,
put in.
no cheeses for these Mises. All right, fine. Let's
No
rip 'em.
cheese. Yep, real quick. First up, we have Corey Webb. He says, number 5, Hardball. 4, Iron Claw, the end scene with his sons.
Never saw it.
3, 8th grade, the campfire scene.
Isn't that like a child porn movie?
I was going to say, is that 8th grade or is that like 13?
13 was risque. I
Yeah.
will say that. And when I watched it, I went, I hope no one watches me watching this because I'd be very embarrassed.
His number 2 is the Rugrats movie with Tommy crying. I don't know.
Oh,
Don't remember that specific scene. And then his number 1 is Little Miss Sunshine, the dance scene.
speaking of Rugrats and crying, I just saw the other day like a compilation of like Chucky and like his mom. That fucked me up. Anyway,
Mrs. Finster.
Jude, that fucking, he's like, oh, my mom's always, it's like, I'm visiting my mom. And like, he's like, it's fucking brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Cut to a gravesite every time.
It sucks.
Next up, we have Roman Hamadan. Number 5, he
Oh,
has Glory.
wholesome butt. What is it?
Glory.
Oh, I thought you said Rory. I thought you meant like that.
Yeah.
Special needs kid.
Gilmore.
4, he has Up. We know which scene.
Good one.
3, Yondu Self-Sacrifice in Guardians 2. Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh,
number 2,
yeah.
the ending. That's rough. 2, Coco. I'm assuming we know which scene in Coco.
Oh, the ending with Mama.
Yeah. They're doing a number 2.
Coco?
Yeah. That movie doesn't need a number 2.
No, it was a pretty.
Yeah. Again,
Yeah, what the fuck am I gonna
Pixar
do?
runs out of ideas. And number 1, The Iron Giant.
Never saw it.
Oh.
Next up, we have K-Funk. He has Moulin Rouge. 4, The Land Before Time. 3, Edward
Yeah.
Scissorhands. 2,
Rick Snip.
All Dogs Go to Heaven. And he has 2 number 1s. That's not how it works. He has Big Fish and Murder in the First.
Big Fish is good. Murder in the First, I don't even know what the hell that is. Big Fish was like my favorite movie for years.
Next up, we have Balky Mania. Did I get it?
Nice.
There you
Whoa.
go. Yeah. Number 5, The Lion King. 4, 8 Crazy Nights. 3, Up. 2, The Land Before Time. And number 1, Homeward Bound.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Man, Balky is like, you know what's funny is every time like our friends comment, they are just just another amalgamation of everything else that we've already said.
We have Gray. He has number 5. He just has Lord of the Rings. So
The whole thing. The
all
whole
3
thing.
of them.
Yep.
Does anyone know who Gray is?
Gandalf.
Legit fan, huh?
Yeah.
He likes.
Yeah, legit fan.
I think he likes the winter.
Cool.
Number 4, we have All Dogs Go to Heaven. 3, Good Will Hunting.
Nice.
Yeah. 2, Grave of the Fireflies.
No idea.
Made up movie.
And number 1, Interstellar.
Oh, Interstellar is such a good pick.
Is it the one where Matthew McConaughey's just banging on the door, crying, seeing himself leave?
Yes.
That's one of my favorite.
Is that
real
really worth
formats.
watching?
All right.
I love that movie.
I went to space.
Yeah, check it out.
Lastly, we have Dad. Number 5, Homeward Bound. 4, Up. 3, Room. 2, My Girl. And number 1, Old Yeller.
Great
He's
number
never
one.
fucking seen Old Yeller.
Yeah. And that's
What a
our fun
wide
bets.
sack.
I was
That's a
going to
good
put it on my list, but I never actually watched it.
No, no one. You don't listen for a story of everything that's been spoiled ahead of time. No one has seen that movie in 100 years.
True.
Right, because you hear about it and you're like, no, I don't want to watch that.
I don't
Yeah, I
watch
don't
that.
wanna watch that.
Huh.
Well, that is our show. Wild one tonight.
As they should be.
Yeah.
But man, a good one. So we'll be here next week. Next week will be the last episode I record in my 30s.
Oh,
shit! Cinco de Mayo's coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to be 40 years old. 40! I farted on a microphone 20 minutes ago.
This podcast is entering the 3rd decade of your life.
It is! Oh, no! I'm like that monkey. Oh, no! Oh, I got a lot of thinking to do, guys. It's getting real dark out there. All right, well, I'm gonna go. You know what? Now I'm really gonna eat those 3 boxes of fucking mac and cheese.
Fuck yeah.
Go for it.
But you know what? It's been a good time. So we'll see you next week, and as always, smell you later.